Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Stellaris. Yes, this is a very different and new game we haven't really seen on this channel before. I'm actually really excited to play this on stream actually. Yeah, so some of you might know that there's a multiplayer Stellaris game that's being hosted this Saturday, and I'm gonna be streaming it, I'm gonna be hosting it. Hopefully it's gonna be loads of fun. I am aware though that most people that are interested of joining this game are new to the game. Noobs, another word for it. So I thought it would be good actually to play a bit of Stellaris just to like introduce the mechanics, like just to introduce the game in general. To explain what this game is all about. Of course, this is not gonna be like a super in-depth guide or tutorial. This is just me playing the game and explaining what I do. So feel free to ask questions however much you want, alright? This is a place of learning. We can, you know, in peace and quiet just breathe and just take in the game and learn together. I will say though, I am not an expert by any means when it comes to Stellaris. I wouldn't say that I'm a noob, absolutely not, but I'm not an expert either. And I say that as a person who has put in more than 300 hours into this game. This is in fact the most played game I have on Steam. So I'm gonna play the race. Oh, let me actually show you. So this is, you know, you can create your own race and whatever in Stellaris. This is the race I'm gonna be playing on Saturday. Well, I'm gonna make a slight change to this day's race, but this is what I'm gonna be playing on Saturday. I'm not gonna go through the race creation right now. I think it's better actually to jump into the game first, learn the mechanics, learn what the hell is going on, then create the race, because then you have like context. So that will help you creating a race. You know what you want from a race. So let me just hit play. And I've changed the game settings to fit the game that's gonna be played on Saturday. So this is gonna be more of an accurate, I guess, representation of the game might look like on Saturday. So let's just jump into the game and see what's happening. So one thing I really like about Stellaris, and I don't think any other 4X game does this as well as Stellaris does, and that is like the story. You will get an emergent story by just playing the game. When playing multiplayer, I don't think the story will, let's say, play a significant role. You seldom pause the game during multiplayer, and therefore you can't really read the snippets of story that you'll get. However, we're playing single player now, right? So we can read and enjoy the game as much as we want. So this is the origin I've chosen right now. It's Prosperous Unification, and that, you know, depending on the origin of the race, you will get a different text here. So let's see. Stellaris needs more characters, in my opinion. Skink Warrior, welcome to the stream. It's been a while, Skink Warrior. How you doing? It needs more characters, in your opinion. What do you mean by more characters? Do you mean like more like specific characters that will pop up during events and such? I know there are actually some very like concrete characters that will pop up during story events, but usually it's more like Crusader Kings. I see. Yeah, Crusader Kings is more a game where you follow the story of a monarch or like a queen, a king or whatever, right? Stellaris is more you follow the story of an empire, not a specific character. However, there are some story encounters in Stellaris that will make you see, well, very specific characters. We'll see if we're gonna get one of those story moments. Let's start off by reading this introduction to our race here. This is the Sev Corp Intergalactic. In the eons since the first primitive sibling communities took shape amid the great dune seas of Arrakis, our civilization has spread and prospered. Also, Dune reference. In the early days, our people were governed by primitive feudal realms and inefficient nation-states. Gradually, as global trade increased, a myriad of corporations, consortiums, and guilds into which our merchants organized themselves grew increasingly wealthy and influential. After a period of conflict and rivalry, the most powerful of these entities banded together into a trade league with enough power over the common economy to become the de facto world government. Not even the scientists or planetary rulers have any character. That is true. That you're very much correct. I don't mind that personally, because I really enjoy the like fantasy of following a alien race more than a single character. However, I completely understand that if you're coming from, say, Crusader Kings, as you pointed out, Skink Warrior, I think you would expect more, well, character, given that Crusader Kings is more of a game that is revolving around characters and, you know, relationships and traits and so on. Yeah, it's very seldom that you actually meet a person in Stellaris with personality. Most often, when talking about characters in Stellaris, it's just like, our scientists found this thing, or our military advisors suggest this. Like, it's only like in vague terms. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Sevcorp Intergalactic have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Okay, now we can begin the game. So, I'm gonna press the M button so we can see the entire galaxy. So we are down here in our little ring galaxy, alright? And we are about to start the game. So, whenever you start the game, you make a few decisions, let's just say. So this is usually how I'll go about it, alright? I click on this button right here and I can choose which text I'm gonna research. And this will give you bonuses during the game. You can see them right here. So this tech right here will give me some research speed. This will give me research speed to physics in particular, that's the blue one. And this is a component that you can add to spaceships. It's also way too zoomed out. Meeting aliens should be a big thing, but it ends up not. I actually agree with you on that, Skink Warrior. It would be really cool if they made that like a big thing. However, I think they're gonna... With the new expansion, the Nemesis expansion, I think meeting aliens will have more consequences. Yeah, I agree with you, Skink Warrior. It should be a very significant thing, like seeing another alien space for the first time in the history of your race. Yeah, that should be significant. Hopefully Nemesis will add some weight to those kinds of encounters, but I don't know. The Nemesis expansion is not out yet. Pretty sure that part will be in the free patch. Okay, that's good. That's good. That means you don't have to buy the expansion. I mean, it is a big deal in terms of game mechanics of meeting other empires, because, you know, you can trade with them, you can become allies, you can become enemies, they can attack you. You know, the whole diplomatic system will kick off as soon as you meet other empires. But yeah, I agree, it should be like a major story event. I mean, the game will give you some lore when you meet other aliens, but maybe it should give you more. We'll see. So, what I usually do at the start of the game, I usually go for like utility text. I never go for military technology. So I would go for like research speed here, for instance. Ooh, monthly unity, that's really good. So let's go for that. And what's here? Minerals from jobs, that's decent, but I'm just gonna go for additional engineering research. And there we go, one decision done. And Purpose and Julia, hello to you both. Welcome to Stellaris. How you doing? And welcome to the stream. Nemesis itself will be the graphics and new gameplay thingies. Oh wait, they're gonna add more graphics, like new graphics to the game? That I didn't know about. I do enjoy, or rather, I do look forward to the new gameplay thing, as you put it, Skink Warrior, that will be in Nemesis. That looks really fun. Spaceships and such. Ah, I see what you're saying. Got it. Well, that's also kind of cool to look at. Purpose and Julia, how are you? I'm good. Julia, how are you? Have you guys played Stellaris before? Or is this like the first encounter with this game? I agree that this game could look very intimidating at first glance, but I don't think it's that complicated. I mean, it's complicated, but not that complicated, alright? First time, okay. Well, I've not yet unpaused the game, so we're very much in the beginning already. So what you just saw me do is that I picked the first technologies that my alien race will start to research. So after a few months, these techs will be gained by my empire, and 1 month is equal to 1 second. So if I unpause the game for a second, you can see 1 month. Okay, not the 1 second, but as you can see, these are the months. No, not months. These are days. 1 second is a day. That's what I'm trying to say. And you can see the days ticking by. 405 hours apparently, which is more than Crusader Kings 2. Wow, that's way more than me. I have like 300 something. I have 325 hours into this game. I'm not a game loyalist. I've said this before. I usually switch around. Nevertheless, this is my most played game on Steam. So there's that. So we have made the first important decision. We have chosen our text. The next thing I usually do is that I click on my shipyard and I build another science ship. Why do I build another science ship? You will see very shortly. And then I click on my construction ship and I'm gonna start building some mining stations. So I'm gonna go to this planet, I'm gonna click build mining station, and after a while these resources right here, 3 minerals, will be added to our income. And this here is our mineral income right now, plus 28 per month. So that's gonna increase it by like 10%. So that's good. And that's all I'm gonna do. This is all I'm doing at the start of the game. Sure, you could make things more advanced if you want to. Let's actually show you the more like advanced options. I would never do this. If I'm a new player, this is all I would do for my first actions. I would just pick my text, build a science ship, start working with my construction ship, and leave it at that, and not do anything else. However, if you're really nitpicky, you can do other things. For instance, you can click here on the species page, and here you can see what kind of rights you can set to your species. Alien races, let's do it like that. So here we have my siblings, right? I can set the rights of my siblings. I could, for instance, make them slaves, and I could... Like, I change how much, I change their economy. For instance, I could give them decent living condition, I could give them social welfare, or in this case, I have stratified economy. My empire is an autocracy, so they're not super kind to their citizens by default, but I can change it right here if I want to. I'm not gonna mess with these options, not right now. There are also other things you can do if you want. Again, I would not do this for my first playthrough, but you can change your policies, for instance. So if you like, for instance, war philosophy, you can change what your race think about different kinds of wars, or war in general. Is your race okay with having unrestricted wars, or maybe only defensive wars? This means that you're not very offensive, and these policies could have some gameplay impact. You know what? I'm actually gonna change my trade policy to marketplace of ideas. This means that one of my income sources, I guess, will be converted into Unity, which is kind of good early on. But this is way more advanced than you need to consider when you start playing the game. So right now I'm gonna unpause, and the game is gonna play out in real time. And I can change the speed right here. Oh crap! I accidentally tabbed out of the game. I'm sorry about that. Very sorry. Can I pause? There we go. Let me tab back in. So I'm playing at very fast speed right now, and I can go down to slow speed, and I can pause it all together. Let's do it. Let's play on fast speed right now, and I can pause whenever I want to. So what are science ships good for? You saw me building a science ship the first thing I did when I booted up the game. These science ships will allow us to discover and ship designer. Oh yeah, ship designer is also a very good thing to look at. I usually never design my own ships when I play this game, because I'm way too lazy. But as you can see right here, you can research the different components and add them to your ships. However, the game has like an auto-best system, so they will automatically upgrade your designs as you're gaining techs. The auto-best system is not always that good, so you usually want to manually make your own ship designs. I will leave this because I'm way too lazy to make designs myself, and I don't think you need to look at this when you're starting off. This is really good to get grips with though, if you're planning on playing this for an extended period of time, because this is really gonna help you in fights and whatever. And Proper, welcome! Fun fact, I don't know shit about Stellaris and my internet is lagging. Oh, that's usually the case. That the internet is lagging. I wonder if that's... Yeah, I'm very sorry that that's the case. And as I usually say, I wish I could like do something about it on my end. And Velo, welcome to the stream! Welcome to Stellaris, how's it going? But yes, as I was saying, what the science ships will do is that they allow you to explore around in the galaxy like this, and can also survey systems. This is really good, as I will show you. So what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm gonna just explore a few systems nearby with my science ship. And this will This will allow us to, you know, see what's in these systems, these star system, and maybe we want to expand into that star and get the resources there. You cannot go into one of these uncharted stars with any other ship.
Upscaling complete.
You need a science ship to start off with. That is making the science ship so good early on. And also, as you can see, Pau, hello to you, Pau, welcome. As you can see, I'm explaining the Stellaris game, Pau. Hopefully you will gain something from my rambling as well. But welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see, you can also like give actions to your ships out here in the galaxy map. You don't have to like zoom into a very specific star system like that. You can mostly play this game from the galaxy view. This is what I usually do. So, from time to time I pop into like this map, but I usually like to play it like this. You can also like right click on a star with a construction ship, and then you can just build mining station right here. You don't have to like click on the resource in particular to build. Like I don't have to click on this planet, I can just click on the system as a whole. So right now my construction ship will start building a mining station on this energy credit source, and I will gain energy credits. That's gonna also improve my income right there. But as I was saying, science ships needs to like go into star systems first before any other ship can join in, and that is why I enjoy isn't there research in this game? There is, and I am researching 3 techs at the moment, but we have to wait a couple of months before these complete. So I'm not gonna worry about the techs for now, but we'll take a look at this in more detail once they resolve. As I said at the beginning of the stream, oh yeah, you weren't here, Pau. I'm not going for military techs early on. I don't like doing that. That's my personal playstyle. I'm not very aggressive when I play Stellaris, so I'm going for like utility tech. Oh well, there we go. And now of course, you understand why science ships are so good early on, because the more science ships you have, the more stars you can explore early on into the game. However, a science ship needs to have a leader in them in order to be able to function. So I'm gonna buy another scientist leader by clicking on these buttons right here, and here you can choose between 3. The only difference between these are the ages and the traits. You can see here what the traits does. This trait is really good. It adds 25 years to the lifespan of this scientist, but because aliens can die of old age. So I'm gonna buy this one. This one will probably not die anytime soon, and I'm gonna add it to my science ship. There we go. So now this science ship can also go out and explore the world. What does the ages mean? That means how old, like literally how old that leader is when you're recruiting them. You tend to want to recruit young leaders. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome, hi locals. It's going good, I think. We're just starting off. We're just like explaining the very early game. Age is irrelevant to robots. That is true. That's a very good point there, Velo. If you're playing a machine empire, you don't have to worry about ages. Machines do not die. Can your nation leader die? Yes, they can. They can. What will happen then is a new leader will be elected. And how that new leader is being elected, that depends on your government system. Are you a democracy? Well, then the population will vote for a new leader. But maybe you're like an imperialist. Well, in that case, the leader will have an heir that will take over after the leader dies. So this is what you will design at the race creation. Right now, I'm personally playing a megacorp. So this is like a chairman will be elected every 20 years. That will change the ruler. How old is my leader? 375 years old and going. There you go. That's a great benefit of playing robots. I was actually thinking about playing a hive mind actually for this race, but I chose a megacorp instead. I think this could be more fun. But yeah, because leaders can die, you tend to want to buy them young so that they can live for longer. But you usually don't have to worry about age. It's just a number, right? It's just a number. Also, hi Locus, thank you so much for joining the stream. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask, okay? So, again, during the early moments of the game, all I'm doing right now is I'm exploring with my science ships. In Stellaris, you will get 2 guaranteed habitable planets close by to your starting location. This is like Paradox's way of preventing like bad luck at the beginning. So what I usually do at the start of the game is that I've played a bit, so I'm somewhat familiar with the game already. Oh, that's great, that's good. I think that will, you know, make this... Yeah, maybe that will make the information I'm giving you, like, more accessible. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I'm just looking for these habitable planets. Oh, there we go. Here we have this symbol. A desert world in this system. And desert worlds, that's exactly what my species like. There are different kinds of worlds. And different species like different kinds of worlds. So I'm gonna... Now that I know that this world is here, I'm gonna right-click and click Survey. This will make my scientists go around and scan every planet, so that we'll know what kind of resources there are here. And that will also allow us to colonize this world. That's really good. So that's great that we found this world already. And this other science ship is going in this direction, and hopefully we'll find another world here. I still got a bad start once. The pirate sector was between me and 2 stars, and I couldn't get out. Ooh, yeah, sometimes you can get really screwed over early game. Yeah, like if you start in a corner somewhere, like here, and then you might find like a super space monster blocking the way or something, so you can't expand. That's that rarely happen, but it's really bad when it does. Also, you might have seen this pop up. This screen right here, this is telling you whenever, you know, something requires your attention. So now I got another tradition. What does that mean? If you're familiar with Civilization, this is very similar to like social policies, whatever. At least Civilization 5. Space monsters, yeah, that's the thing. Space monsters do exist. And usually, like, players need to team up in order to take them down. Because though like, space monsters can mess you up, okay? Let me tell you. So, these traditions, you gain this tradition by gaining the Unity resource. Also, this is basically another tech tree. If you want to, like, tear it down to its bare essentials. So, like, these are other bonuses you can get as you increase your Unity. So let's see what happens. If I adopt this tradition, for instance, the expansion, my colony development speed will be increased by 25%. Neat. Domination, clear blockers. You might not know what this means, but you know, it's a bonus. Mining station output is increased by 10%. That's good. And so on and so forth. You can choose between this however you like. You can also, at the end of the game, you usually get all of these. It's more of like the order in which you get this tradition that's important. I'm gonna start with expansion, because I like to get my empire up and running as soon as possible. As you can see, I get colony development speed, new colonies start with additional population, my population growth is being increased. Like, this will accelerate my early game, so I really like going with expansion. Otherwise, I would probably go for discovery at first, because this edict that you unlock is really good. Neighboring the enigmatic fortress. Oh, that is one of those bosses, right? I think I've actually seen that fortress. Like, the first space boss I saw was the fortress. So there we go. I selected the expansion tradition. I'm just gonna close down this window and unpause. Let the game continue on. Alright, so unfortunately, this science ship has not yet found a planet, so I'm just gonna go around, and if I hold down the shift button, as I'm doing right now, I can queue up actions. So hopefully we'll find our second guaranteed habitable world, and then we'll survey it as well. Complete. Okay, and the computer just said that my construction ship was done with this action, so now I'm gonna build a research station on this resource, which will boost up my science. Okay. So we know that there's 2 of these planets that are close by to our starting location, so hopefully we'll find them soon. The faster you find them, the better, I feel. So right now I'm just gonna wait. And as you might have noticed, I've not yet like clicked on my planet. I usually like ignore the planet early on, and then, you know, take a look at it later. Oh, now something happened! So this is another really cool thing about Stellaris. Like weird story moments can happen as you're like exploring with spacers. So okay, we got 3 messages all at once. So for first and foremost, our science ship is encountering a hostile alien race in this system. Okay, that's good to know. And science ship by default will flee whenever there's a hostile there. Let's actually see what this looks like. So here we have some like weird, they look like sperm, not gonna lie, like they look like sperm aliens or whatever. And what's this game? Communist Yoda, welcome. This is Stellaris. This is a paradox grand strategy game. I really like it, and I'm trying to explain this as best I can, because there's a multiplayer going on Saturday, and I want to like introduce the game as best I can. Yeah, Space Amoeba. Did I pronounce that correctly? I think I did. So here we have them. Bad time. So our science ship right here is gonna, you know, turn around 180 degrees and be like, nah, I'm not messing with any space aliens. Kill them. Oh, not with a science ship. Science ships cannot fight. But we can maybe we can kill them later. Maybe we can kill them later. We can build up a fleet and kill them. That's actually a good idea. So let's see what story we got here. So we have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Drisk system. Yeah, that's right there. These strange objects have been flagged as alpha aliens until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Kill them. Alright, you all want me to kill them, eh? Alright, so you can click interesting, and there we go. And here we have another story bit. The Stev Corp Intergalactic has finally encountered fellow wanderers among the stars. Despite their intentions being unknown and potentially even hostile, the atmosphere on Arrakis following the report from our contact fleet can best be described as rapturous. You massacred them like animals. Alright, pal, calm down. You know what? My empire is actually a fanatic xenophile. Yeah, I love aliens, actually. I wonder if they'll change that first contact for Spaceborne's aliens as well. We'll see. We'll see. Also, if any, you know, for instance, Communist Yoda, if you have any questions in regards to this game, do not hesitate to ask them. I will do my best to explain whatever I can. I want to make it so that you understand exactly what I'm doing, so that everything makes sense. So when we play the multiplayer game on Saturday, like this, you know, the viewing experience will be enhanced. So what happens now, if I go on situation log, you can see I can now research the alpha aliens in order to gain some knowledge about them. However, this will make it so that this technology, the immunity technology, will be paused for that duration. So I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna avoid these aliens for now and, you know, go around them. That's something you can do, right? So let's see here. Oh, maybe I can be smart about this. So what if I do this? So I will make it so that the space ship, the science ship, will no longer flee, and maybe I can just sneakily, yeah, I can just avoid the space aliens and just go to this system right there. There we go. It would be nice to not have to pause the society research just to find out about them. That is true. But the reason for it is probably like balancing reasons there, Skink Warrior. Because whenever you research these kinds of aliens, you will often gain like benefits, empire-wide benefits. Like you will study these aliens and be like, huh, they're very good at mining minerals, for instance, and then you might get a modifier to mineral income or something. Like you will get a bonus for doing this. So it creates like a choice, basically. Do you want to investigate these aliens in particular, or do you want to finish your tech? Oh, there we go. We got another tradition. I'm just gonna keep going on the expansion tree right here. If you unlock all of the all of the traits right here, you will get an Ascension perk. Those are really good. I just want to be the Megacorp inside of the Seventh system. You wanna be the Megacorp. You wanna transcend from a human to like a conglomerate, an organization. Yes. Oh, okay. Now we found beta aliens. Okay, so. Are these more Space Amoeba? Oh no, this is some other alien race. Okay, so this seems to be a very hostile place. Okay, maybe this was not the best place to, you know, explore. So that's kind of unfortunate. We have not yet found a planet north of our starting system, and we have found many hostile aliens. I think we actually need to work on our fleet, and sometime soon.
Competitive fleet.
However, my science ship is not yet destroyed. Okay, and also, as you know, we have a planet here. So this is where I want to expand my empire. So I'm gonna move my construction ship right here in anticipation of expansion. And in the meantime, we'll have to figure out what to do with this science ship. I guess we can explore down here and see where we end up. Kill the mining drones instead. Okay, are we gonna go for those first? Let's see. I think they're kind of strong. Let's see. This is the strength, the 802, and my strength is now 111. I don't think we can go for this just yet, but just you wait. I will build up a mighty fleet, and the mining drones will die. I will say it when the pirates have better tech than the civ they came from, as if pirates research new tech. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Yes. Yeah. Whenever I play the game and pirates like spawn in your empire, it's usually the case that the pirates are stronger than me. More naked corvettes. Okay, you want naked corvettes. Corvettes are the battleships that you start off with. I'm gonna... The resource you use for building ships is this, alloys. But I'm gonna need the alloys actually for colony ships and whatnot. So I'm gonna postpone my military expansion for now. For now, don't you worry. I'm gonna fight some aliens. This will be coming up. Okay, so it takes a long time for this science ship to scan all the planets. As you can see, it's all the actions are queued up right here. All right, but we'll just, you know, wait here. What we could do, for instance. Now, let's not overcomplicate things. All right. So I'm telling this science ship to move here. Again, I really want to find another colonizable planet. Hopefully we'll find one here. It's not a guarantee. I'm just looking around in the nearby vicinity. It's also really annoying that we have hostile aliens on both the systems. That means that we need to move through Seved's womb in order to expand in different directions. Oh man, I'm bathing in traditions right now. What I'm gonna go for? I think we want a colonization fever. Yeah, I want my colonies to be as good as possible, as early as possible. Yeah, the construction ship is just waiting. Okay, and right now... Wait, let's see. We have 412 minerals. Maybe we can build something on our planet whilst we wait. So this is the planet screen. You get to the screen by just clicking this planet icon right here. And you can see a lot of scary numbers and whatnot. Basically, whenever you're seeing green numbers, that means good. to be super, you know, simplify this by a lot. Green numbers means good. Whenever you see a plus here, that numbers, help me. Don't worry. I will protect you from the numbers. But when there's a plus down here, it means we can build another building on our planet. And these buildings often give you like very rare resources. For instance, we can get more alloys, which will allow us to build more ships. Ooh, I'm actually thinking about getting more alloys, but because that will allow us to get a military fleet up and running sooner. Maybe that's a good idea. I go for either corporate culture site, and you can see jobs-based production. That is what you will get for building this building, and job-based upkeep, that is what you need to pay in order to get this building up and going. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna be very aggressive here. I hate when they added alloy. I like the simpler system with fewer resources. I'm not sure I agree on that. I mean, yes, with alloys things are becoming more complicated. That is true. That, you know, undeniably true. But I kind of like it. But I guess I've been playing this game a lot, so I guess my opinion shouldn't count as much. And given that I'm like used to these systems, like I've been playing Stellaris since the very beginning, I've like gone through all these changes, so I kind of have a good idea of what's happening. But if you're a new player, then yes, it might not make sense to have alloys and minerals divided like this. Like, why do it? Why not just have minerals as one resource that you can use for everything? That is what they used to have, by the way. They didn't have alloys. I don't even think they had consumer goods. I don't remember. And yeah, you just had minerals, and that is what the resources use for everything. Maybe that is why they introduced alloys. Maybe they wanted to like diversify the game in a bit. Yeah, I played before they added alloys and stopped after. Oh, okay, I see. But I'm gonna build another alloy foundry actually. It's gonna convert some of my minerals to alloys, but this will allow us to get a military fleet up and going sooner rather than later. That seems really good to me. Alright, so as you can see, this building is being built now on Arrakis and will be done fairly soon. And also, you can do a bunch of other things on your planet screen if you want to be very advanced with everything. For instance, you can click on automation, which will make the game like build stuff for you, so you don't have to worry about your planets. You can like look at your population, you can prioritize different jobs, but this is very advanced. I myself never actually go, usually at least never go into the screens. You can also like have a ground army and whatnot, but this is, you know, let's not worry about this right now. Like this first screen, these buildings right here, that's basically all we need to worry about. Actually, now that I think... No, let's keep it stupid simple, alright? Let's keep it as simple as we can. So that's all we're gonna do on our planet. And right now I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
A system has been
Oh,
surveyed.
here we go. The system has been surveyed. That's good. And now we found an anomaly in this system. Interesting. An ancient orbital shipyard drifts in silence above this world. It has suffered significant battle damage and an entire section of the facility are missing. So this is something our scientist is telling us right now. Our scientist is like, yo, we found a weird thing. So now you can research this thing if you want to, or you can leave it be for now and come back later. I will leave it be for now and come back later with my scientist, because right now I still want to find my second planet. Also, this is the anomaly icon. So I'm just gonna have my scientists keep exploring, and hopefully we'll find the next planet. As my old sergeant said, keep it stupid simple. That's actually a great saying. Especially when you're starting off something, right? When you're like trying to learn something new, like try to keep it as simple as you possibly can, so that you don't overwhelm yourself with the information. And then when you learn the basics, then you can add more advanced stuff to help you along. But now this entire system is surveyed. My science ship has gone around on every planet right here and scanned everything. We know every single resource we can get from this system. We know everything, and that means that our construction ship can now expand our empire into this system. So I'm gonna right click here and build a star base. As you can see, this costs alloys and influence, these two resources right here. And once this construction is done, our border will expand. So now you might be thinking, so it's the construction ship that decides wherever my border will expand. Well, why can't I just take my construction ship, go all the way here and like build a starbase here? Why can't I do that? You can. You absolutely can. However, the further away you build from your starting location, the more expensive the starbases will be. It's always best to start expanding close to your borders. Also in the meantime, I can plan ahead also. I mean, adding some Swedish here, randomly. I'm gonna click on my shipyard here, and I'm gonna build another colony ship. There we go. I was waiting for my alloys to kick in. So I'm gonna build a colony ship. If you have more than one alien, you can choose which kind of aliens you want to send for colonization. I only have one alien, the Seavlings. So I'm gonna build a Seavling colony ship, and this is just just in preparation of for this colonization of this planet right here. All right, let's unpause and let's see what's gonna happen. And as you can see, that was very expensive in terms of alloys. So now I'm down to plus 12. However, it's a good thing that we're building this alloy foundry. So this is gonna be rectified very soon. Okay, I've not yet found this next planet. I'm very sad about this. Maybe it's on this. I'm sure this next planet is gonna be on this star. And there we go. Our construction ship has built a star base around this star, which allowed our borders to grow. And then I can just build a mining station to get this resource. Why not? And we continue on. So we have been inside these systems that are named with ray names. So we know that there are no planets inside here, because I've been keeping attention. Oh, this science ship has stopped moving, so I'm just gonna explore and see if we can find this this planet. Here we have a black hole also. Those are usually kind of cool to look at. Let's see. Oh, I can't actually zoom in right now because I'm not there with a ship yet. All right, and then again we just lean back and relax and let the game do its thing. Oh, here we go, a planet, ocean world. No. So as I said, there are different kinds of planets you can colonize, but my species prefer desert planets, and this is an ocean world. That's like the complete opposite. Yeah, my species do not like this play. You interested in playing a Star Eater? A Star Eater? Wait, what do you mean? Interested in playing a Star Eater? Is that a thing? Nemesis. Robots like all planets. Oh yeah, that is also another benefit of robots. Robots doesn't care at all. Robots just are like, yeah, we love every planet, who cares? Alright, so my construction ship is done working on this planet, so I'm just gonna move my construction ship away from here, and hopefully we'll find this next planet soon. I know that you can play as the Crisis in Nemesis, and I guess I won't explain what the Crisis is right now, but That sounds really cool in Nemesis. So, we got another tradition. I'm gonna increase my pop growth speed by 10%. That's probably a really good thing. You don't want to... that highly toxic planet? My robots will take it. Yeah, as I said before, I really like playing as machines for several reasons. And that's one of the reasons. However, I will say this. Every empire can actually gain access to robots. But they... When a normal empire build robots, they're usually like... slaves, not slaves, but you know, servants to the species. This is very, very unfortunate. I'm not finding this stupid planet. Maybe it's in this direction. Who knows? Alright, I'm gonna let my construction ship just wait here for now. Usually I'm having better luck when I'm looking for these planets. Oh, something happened. Oh, we found something around the black hole here. Demon's Maw. Okay. We have located what we believe could be an ancient subspace gateway near Demon's Maw. It appears to have been a part of a galaxy-wide network of similar stations, which, when operational, allows for near-instantaneous travel from one part of the galaxy to another. That sounds really good. Imagine teleporting from Demon's Maw to like wherever else in the galaxy. And as you know, like this is just our little part of the galaxy. The galaxy is kind of large. At some point, its initial construction is connecting to the rest of the network was severed. It now just offers only one valid destination, an uncharted group of stars just beyond our galaxy. Ooh. Why don't you survey every system? Olusho, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Yes, that's a really good question. I'm gonna explain it very soon. Let me just read through this story a bit first, and I'm gonna answer that question. That's a really good question. It offers only one valid destination, an uncharted group of stars just beyond our galaxy that our astronomers have designated the L cluster. Wait, so there are stars outside the galaxy? That's interesting. Even more intriguing, the gateway was built entirely by microscopic nanites of an unknown design. Although the gateway emits a faint power signature, it has been deliberately locked into some kind of maintenance loop that prevents its activation. So we need to like research this gateway before we can actually use it. It's intriguing, but it's unfortunate we can't use it. So Olusho just posed a very, very good question. So in order to access these systems, you need to scan all the planets in them and all the asteroids and whatever. And why am I not doing that? Because right now my construction ship is just sitting doing nothing, because I haven't surveyed any of these stars. And the answer for this is this, Olusho. I am specifically looking for additional habitable planets. And just going into a system is way faster than surveying every system. So that is the reason for that. However, once I've found my 2 habitable planets, my 2 desert worlds that I really, really want, then I will start surveying it like crazy. And then my construction ship will have, well, the work cut out for him, as I will need to expand my borders. But that's the reason. That's the reason. You can also, of course, just survey everything right away, and that's probably like even a better way of going about this. But I'm not doing it. You know what? This science ship on this side of my empire, this science ship can probably start surveying right now, I think. So I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna start queuing up some surveys so that we go to Sigge. And that will allow our construction ship to start building in these systems later on. Will you meet other empires in this game? Yes, that will happen. Because with the game settings I have activated, empires will be very clustered together. We will really be almost wrestling at the beginning of the game. However, I'm playing it fairly slow at the moment, so I'm pausing a lot and explaining what I do. So this is going way slower than it would in a normal game. But this is like an introduction to Stellaris. I'm trying to, take my time and explain everything. Oh, something happened. Our colony ship is now has been constructed. That's good. So I'm gonna click on the colony ship, right click on the planet, colonize planet, and you can name it if you want. That's good enough. And it will go and colonize that planet for us. Oh, and now we can see we can build another thing on Arrakis. What do we want? I said I wanted some more research. Oh, I don't have enough minerals. Never mind. I guess we wait then. We're not colonized. We're not building anymore. So it costs 4. Oh, here we go. Our first tech is complete. I was gonna say, it costs 400 million dollars in order to build a building, so I can't afford it right now, so I'm just gonna wait. So now we can choose a new tech for our physicist. Ooh, colony development speed is probably really good, given what we're doing. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. And again, we wait! We sit back and we relax. Okay. So I'm hoping that this planet I'm looking for is gonna be on one of these two systems. We'll see if I'm correct. I'm gonna queue up some action for our science ship, and hopefully I'll get my wish. Come on! Yes, there we go! This is the desert world. Perfect, perfect. I noticed though I made a mistake. So I need to survey this world, but I also need to survey a world here. So as I said, need more mods. Oh, there are a lot of mods to Stellaris if you want like a modded playthrough. There are like Star Trek mods, Star Wars mods, and you know, general gameplay mods. What if you run out of resources? What will happen? Also a really good question, Paul. Really good question. When you run out of resource, something bad will happen. I think what will happen is changes depending on which resource you run out of first. Don't quote me on this because I'm not an expert about this. I think when you run out of food, for instance, your like pop growth will be halted or something. When you run out of energy, your research will get penalties or something like that. So you will not like die or something, but you will get penalties that you want to rectify as soon as possible. And when like consumer goods gets depleted, I think happiness will start being affected, and so on and so forth. But you remember I saying that you want to build star bases as close to your initial empire as possible because that makes them cheaper. Well, as you can see, I've not built a starbase here nor here. So if I just build a starbase right here, it will be a bit more expensive than if I, you know, build a starbase compared to if I just build a line of starbases. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Pops get real pissy if you don't have food. Yes. And you can imagine why. You wouldn't want to starve, right? Oh, now we have 400 resources. Perfect. You know what? I'm gonna start working on my science actually. So I'm gonna get some research labs. That's good. So Arrakis can start building that, and oh, our governor gained a trade. Gunrig den Subir has developed a new skill. So our governor is now better at handling slaves. So if we want to have slaves, then our governor would be better at that. I don't have any slaves in my empire just yet. All right. So again, we sit back and relax.
Research actualized.
Oh, we got another research. What do we get? Extra engineering research. Ooh, here we go. Corvette build speed increase and Corvette build cost decrease. This is actually good because I said I wanted a military fleet, so this tech will probably aid us, and soon we will get this tech as well. So as you can see, the techs you get are not completely randomized, but they are randomized. So you don't actually know what tech you're gonna get in that screen. So
enterprise upsizing.
It's a bit of a loot box. Time to get slaves, you filthy xenophile! You know, I think I can have slaves with my empire, because my empire is authoritarian fanatic xenophile. So I think I can make slaves of my initial race, but I cannot make slaves of other races. So that's kind of strange. Alright, the first Sievling colony. So our colony ship has gently touched down by the outskirts of a large oasis on Wall Street Prime. Situated at the foot of a large mountain, this ideal location provides shelter from the wind and has easy access to water. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its sector core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelter have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists began to disembark in large numbers. The first Sievling city on an alien world. And we got some engineering research for doing that too. That's really good. Alright, we have finally touched down on an alien world. Tents, yeah. I mean, you need to start somewhere, right, Skink? Alright, we got another tradition. Okay, what do you want here? Let's go for Galactic Ambition, let's say. Another tech, of course, this will increase our unity. We could get more food. I think our food is looking good. I mean, we have 930 food. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. I can show you later what a blocker is. Oh, and now we got another event. Okay, Habitable World Survey. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Arrakis. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn about the various forms of alien lives found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary service efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. So now I have a choice. I can say that Sevcorp Intergalactic should do something else, or I can say, no, this is actually a really good idea. Let's survey some worlds. I'm gonna do that. Just, you know, because why not? Good. Oh, wait, why am I should start survey here and then go to this system. Yeah, I'm doing this in the wrong order. So, this is, you know, Olusho said that, asked me, why am I not surveying everything at once? So this would be a reason to survey everything at once. That would mean that your construction ship can actually do something instead of just sitting around and being basically useless. So that's a mistake on my part. But I'm gonna survey this system right now so the construction ship can get to work fairly soon. What can we do in the meantime? Maybe we can start working on some corvettes or something. Is it time to start working on military fleets? I mean, we have plus 21 alloy production. That's quite a lot, actually. That's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna start building some more military ships in order to add to our little fleet. I'm gonna start with 2.
Market.
You know what? No, I'm taking that back. Let's build all military ships at once when we get to that point. Because you also need the alloys in order to expand, you know, with colony ships, in order to build stalled bases and whatnot. And I don't want to like waste my alloys on military ships at the moment. Oh, a thing I could do is I could build another science ship. Could, you know, speed up the process of surveying and so on. You know what? Make that 2 science ships. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be exploring. I'm gonna be surveying. Yeah, let's speed up the process. Of course, that will require me to recruit more scientists, but that's fine. I have a lot of money. Yeah, I have a lot of resources overall, so I'm feeling good about this. What do we do in the meantime? In CK, that was generally killing someone in a neighboring court. Pastime killing. Okay, we can get a new scientist. This is the youngest one, and this is archaeology excavation speed. That sounds good. Right, so you can start surveying these planets, perhaps. I'm just gonna queue up these. Why not? So now we have 3 science ships going about the place. We might even need another construction ship at some point to also like build on these things I am surveying. I'm getting anxiety from this new lack of gore. Wait, so awkward. So also, first and foremost, welcome to the stream, welcome to the Stellaris, so awkward. But I get the feeling you've changed, man. I got the feeling that you didn't want the gore, but now there's no gore. Now you're missing it. Come on, I'm doing what I can to please you, Sir Walkalot. But welcome nonetheless. All right, we got our 4th science ship. Wait. Let's buy another scientist. I'm gonna buy the youngest one. It will probably live the longest. This science ship can start exploring in this direction. Let's just gather these systems. As you can see, I'm just queuing up a bunch of surveys. There we go. But so Walkalot, have you played Stellaris before? I wonder. I'm very curious. Alright, again, we sit back and relax. We unfortunately do not have a neighboring court we can attack or whatever, as you could do in Crusader Kings. In honesty, I hate gore, but I have to work with what you're giving me. Well, in that case, this should be an improvement, Sir Walkalot. This really should. Maybe we can... Yeah, I'm gonna up the speed to fastest at the moment. You know, I'm pausing a lot like this, right? So I don't think we're gonna miss anything by just increasing the speed. Right. Another tradition. It definitely is awesome. Oh, now something exciting is gonna happen, y'all. So we're getting the final tradition in the expansion tree. Let's get it, and that, as you can see, unlocks an ascension perk. So this is basically another tradition, if you want to put it that way. But these are usually really strong. For instance, this thing will allow us to abduct pops from other empires if we attack them, and you know, bring them back to our planets as slaves or something. Well, that's kind of gory. This will make it so that the influence cost of building starbases is decreased. This increases our research speed and so on. I'm gonna start with Interstellar Dominion because I want to get our expansion up and going as soon as possible. This is not necessarily the correct choice, but this is the choice I want to go with. As always, you play what you enjoy, not what me or someone else want. But I do value your input. I really do. There's only one choice for first. Did I make the right choice then, Skink Warrior? Or what would you have gone with?
The system has been surveyed.
Oh, we surveyed this system. That's not the system we want to survey. Okay, what would you go for then, at the start?
Future market survey complete.
Tech Ascension. Okay, let's look at that one. Yeah, technological ascendancy. So this is what Skink Warrior would have gone with. Research speed plus 10% and rare technologies now appear at 1.5 times the normal rate. Really good if you want to like up your tech early on. And tech is really important in this game. I do not blame you for making this choice, Skink Warrior. I'm not sure if this I'm not sure what is like meta when it comes to Stellaris, but I know that there are multiple ways of playing this game, multiple builds, so to speak. Finally, this system has been surveyed, so now we can finally build our starbase, and it's gonna be a bit cheaper now, given the Ascension perk we just got. You know what? I'm gonna build another construction ship right now, so we can really start expanding our empire. There we go. I should maybe even... Nah, let's wait. I was thinking about making another colony ship, but let's wait for a second. Yeah.
Upscaling complete.
So our other construction ship is now complete. We can start expanding in this direction. This construction ship just built the starbase. We can now hog these resources real quick. There we go. And then we sit back and relax and let the game just play out. I'm just gonna ignore all anomalies for now. And later on, I'm gonna come back and research those anomalies. Good. Heracus, you're looking fine. All numbers are green, so we know we don't have to worry about anything. Good. There we go. I'm noticing our consumer goods income is not that good at the moment. So this is something we really should start looking at soon, but not yet. This construction ship is not doing anything. This system was now surveyed, so I can build a starbase right there. Perfect.
Research.
So now we're expanding in two directions at once. Now things are accelerating. Oh, there we go. So now corvettes are easier, cheaper, and faster to build. I think it's time to start building corvettes. Let's start getting some military going. So now they cost 95 alloys instead of 100. Empire, you have 3-star system, mate. Keep your Viking instincts in check. Oh, I'll show you. Alright, let's start with 3 corvettes. Discord exp are the to go to. Oh, Discord exp. What do you mean by disc? When it comes to traditions, yes. Discovery or expansion. Yeah, I would agree with that, absolutely. A debate about what's best to start with. Diplomacy is generally considered the least important. It will become important later on, I guess. Well, that depends on what kind of empire you're building, of course. If you want to like make a federation, for instance, then diplomacy is really good. But you know, it depends on what you want to get out of the game, how you want to play it, and so on and so forth. But I would agree with you, Skink Warrior. Whenever I play the game, I would either go for discovery or expansion first. Usually, for me, it's usually expansion first, but for certain builds, I would go discovery. It is Thor's day, so good for some that and pillaging. I guess so. I guess so. Yes. Well, it's a good thing we're building a military fleet. Oh, good. So we can start moving here. You know what? I'm also gonna build a colony ship after these military ships, and then we can go out and doing what Sir Woklo said. Oh, what's happened now? Another pop-up. The MS, whatever that is, has discovered a previous unknown strategic resource on this system, dubbed the volatile motes. Flying coffins with a laser. Yep, those are our ships. I don't have any military techs at the moment, so our corvettes are gonna die. But they die for a good cause, damn it. These pre-natural particle contains a tremendous amount of energy, which could be exploited in energy production as fuel or as even as explosives. While we do not yet possess the means of extracting these resources, we should seriously consider establishing control of the system. Okay, so they're talking about this resource right here, and it's not colored, as you can see, because I don't have the tech actually to gain this resource. soon. David, have you looked up what Freya, as in Friday, was about? Wasn't it like fertility and growth, right? Right, so let's build everything in this system with this construction ship.
Market outlier identified.
Let's ignore the anomalies for now. I don't know if it's correct to ignore the anomalies. That's usually how I start. But it might actually be better to yes, end war. Well, Freya was about war.
Survey complete.
That I did not know. Okay, good. We can't really explore in this direction because, well, we can, but you know we're gonna get halted here. So you know what? I'm gonna send this science ship and start exploring in this direction. It's gonna go on quite a journey, but I think it's good to not, you know, explore yourself into a corner. And in the meantime, this thing can build a starbase. I'm lacking 34 alloys. That's annoying. I'm gonna get 34 alloys fairly soon, though, so that should be fine. So let's just wait there for a second. Another tradition. Okay. Now we can choose another, like, Friday is Frey. And Freya's brother. He's about fertility and growth. Yeah, that is what I thought. In Norse mythology, Freya, Old Norse for the lady, is goddess associated with love, beauty, fertility, sex, war, gold, and whatever that is. I'm not sure, but in my eyes, war kind of stands out. You know, love, beauty, I mean, you can see how those are related. Fertility, same. Sex, same. With war, like... Oh, and MEJ27, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for tuning in. How's it going? Welcome to some Stellaris explanation. And I guess we're talking about Norse mythology at the moment. But yeah, I feel as war stands out. But we're talking about Vikings, so maybe war, war, sex, and beauty. You know, maybe all of those things are combined. Who knows? Oh, really? I always thought it was about Freya. Huh. I guess we're learning. This is an educational stream, is it not? But yes, we're making a decision. Yes. So what should we get now? So now we have finished the expansion tree. I think we might go for discovery. Is this good? Then we get this edict. Map the stars. This could probably be good. We can also go for diplomacy, domination. I don't actually know. What would I do in this situation? I don't think I would go for discovery, actually. Let's go for something else. Maybe prosperity. I'm gonna be like great economy. I don't care about technology. That's nerd stuff. I'm all about the income. I'm all about the economy. Disc or prosperity. I went for prosperity. This is even like the race I built is not very tech focused. It's more economy focused. So I think this is like better suited for our race. We are talking about Norse mythology as our neighboring Viking is talking about empire. Yes. Now we can... No, we're waiting for 13 alloys. Okay, soon, very soon we can build a starbase here. Oh, another tech, good. As you can see, as soon as you get like a few resources going, like a few ships going, a few colonies going, then you know the amount of things you're doing in the game really increases. So what can we get here? We can get like a military tech in order to help our poor little corvettes. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. Let's give our corvettes some shields. Let's not just send out our soldiers to die, okay? Let's be somewhat empathetic. Oh, there we go. Now we can build a starbase. Awesome, really good. Oh, and that will allow us to get our next colony going. That's really good. Right, in the meantime, let's just explore, survey everything. Our construction ships will allow us to expand. And our great Viking empire will enter the galactic stage. Okay, so I've not surveyed any of this system neighboring Sigge, but I'm gonna start working towards to the left here at Ullus with this construction ship.
Complete.
Oh, that was really quick. Let's get these minerals. Boom, really good. You know, a thing we can do right now as we're just, waiting, is like I can go to my planet here, and I can click planetary features. And here you can see blockers. Let's explain blockers actually real quick. These will prevent your planet from reaching its full potential. These blockers are blocking these potential districts. I've not talked about districts before. Well, I can do it right now. Districts are buildings that do not require these slots right here, but they only give basic resources, meaning energy, minerals, or food. Meanwhile, here you can get research, you can get consumer goods, you can get alloys and whatnot. However, as you can see, they are blocked. some of these are blocked by these blockers. But you can research a tech in order to get rid of them. Well, that's usually the case with new planets. When it comes to your original planet, you can just get rid of them whenever you want. So I'm just gonna get rid of that blocker. Just, you know, have the planet do something.
Potential market survey completed.
It's not usually necessary to do this early on, but it might be useful later on when your population is growing really large and you have a lot of workers that can work on your buildings. Oh, we got another tech, really good. Oh, as I was talking about the blockers, we just got a technology that allows us to get rid of a certain type of blockers. So that's gonna be really good later on. I would generally love to know your source, as it sounds informative, and I am always keen to learn. Do so. What can we... let's just get more society research. Oh, here we go. Wikipedia says the name Friday comes from the Old English that thing, meaning the day of Freitag. It resolved on an old convention associating the German goddess Frigg with the Roman goddess Venus, with whom the day is associated in many different cultures. The same hold for something in Old High German. It's kind of weird that these days sounds very similar between different languages, but at the same time,
good business is where you find
the words originate, the names originate from different sources, I guess. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that, but yes, there we have more information about Fridays, and really good. Okay, we have a colony ship going, and also this notification just told us that this colony is now done. Good. You know what? I'm gonna start by building a generator district in our new colony, because as you can see, our energy income is starting to wane a bit. And read the last two words. Freya's day? Those are the last two words. Or maybe 2 words are the last 2 words there, so Right, I'm gonna get the generator district just to, you know, let the colony do something as it's getting ready. As you can see, this is a new planet. It's bare bones. It doesn't have any buildings. It doesn't have anything. And you can see, as you can see, now we have blockers here as well. Alright, good. What can we do in the meantime? Oh, this construction ship is not doing anything. We can build a starbase here. Boom. It was probably aliens meddling in our evolution, and the words for Friday was something like it. Oh, is that it? And our interpretation of the aliens were like gods or something. I don't know. Oh, now you can see some red up here. Red means bad. We're losing consumer goods faster than we're creating them. Consumer goods are used by our population, and as our population is growing, here you can see that number, yeah, the consumer goods income will go down. So that is something we need to take care of as soon as possible. So now we built a starbase right here. I guess we can start exploring in this direction, or expanding rather in this direction. And this colony ship that we just built, it will go down there and colonize. And here we can build more station. Oh, there we go. Freya was considered a minor, not really, goddess in Norse myth, while Odin, Wednesday, Thor, Thursday, and Frey, Friday was the big 3.
Future market survey complete.
I don't know what's right or wrong here, so I'm just gonna accept it. I'm not really good when it comes to like Nordic mythology. Maybe I should be better when it comes to such things. But as you can see, our little Civ Corp Intergalactic is growing slowly but surely, and we're getting new techs. Let's go for mining output, for instance. And now we have entered the general flow of the game. Of course, everything is gonna become really crazy as soon as we meet other empires. Well, not immediately, but things will happen. Do I want to expand north or south? I'm gonna go south.
Upscaling complete.
Oh, here things are happening all the time, and our economy is looking very good, except for, of course, for consumer goods. And that's a thorn in our side here. Monday moon, Tuesday tear, Sunday sun. I'll have to look up Saturday. That would be, at least in Swedish, that would be lördag. I wonder what lör would be. Okay, now we found another, one of these special resources. This is Sro? Is that how you pronounce this? Sro. Again, you need a tech in order to access this resource. But at least we now know that we can find this resource right here, north of Sigge. Alright. You know what? We can build a few more corvettes, I think. Yeah, let's build 2 more. Our military strength is at 222, and it can become better. I believe in us. We can also let's go for this. It's right, David. I will teach you everything you need to know about our mythology. Thank you. And then you can join the discussion then, and we can learn about the origin of Friday or Fredag. Either way, I like that Ascendancy has managed to decide many of the day names. Yeah, we sorted it. We sorted it. Let's actually get another district here. I'm gonna go for a mining district. And, you know, in the meantime, we can also clear up. If we clear all blockers, we have a lot of money. So Arrakis can start working on something relevant. I guess we... Oh, lördag or lögardagen is an old Swedish word which means cleaning. So lördag Saturday is cleaning day. Oh, that's super lame! I thought that was related to like to like Nordic mythology or something. It's like, nah, we're just cleaning today. And it's so different to what lördag means today. Like, lördag is a weekend, right? You're not supposed to clean, you're supposed to sit down and relax. Well, in our case, on Saturday, lördag, we're gonna play Stellaris, but usually, right? Okay, let's start building research stations and mining stations. Oh, I'm actually lacking some minerals. All right, I guess it's a good thing I'm building a mining district.
Identified.
Again, I'm gonna ignore the Oh, we found an archaeological site. These are very similar to anomalies in how they work, but they take longer to research this archaeological site, and they can give you very unique rewards. So let's see what this site is about. The surface of Merrill II, is utterly without precedent in all our exploration to date. Vast geological areas, from mountain ranges to entire continents, are suddenly cut by shapes far too geometrically circular to be natural in origin. Huh! So has an ancient alien empire been here before? The otherwise natural-looking environments are suddenly broken by entirely flat plains, perfect triangles, and sharply angled corners. That's strange. At present, any explanation of this baffling phenomenon is pure conjecture. We need to take a look at this sooner rather than later. Steven, you have to ditch this vegetarianism. Your Viking brethren would have thrown you overboard. Oh, they would. But if I lived like during the Viking age, I don't even think vegetarians were a thing. Oh, maybe they were. Like, maybe there was like a Viking vegetarian. Yeah, I would like, would I have been allowed on one of those like long ships? In the first place, they would be like, "Now you're the weakling Viking, Seven. You can't join us." Even though I have a fairly Viking name, right, Seven? I bet you just ate what was available. Oh, that is true. That is true. So yeah, in that sense, if all you have close to you are like roots or like mushrooms, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Please know that these are Swedish ideas. Some other nations might have other ideas, of course. We call those corpses. There we go. There we go. Wow. All right. Well, in the meantime, I didn't think about like the Norse theme for this empire, but I guess you could like have as a theme when you're building your alien race. You could have as a theme being like raiders and Vikings and such. And there are certain decisions you can
research actualized.
Oh, wait. Oh, now we got the shield for our corvettes. That's really good. When you're making your empire, rather, you can make certain decisions that will tailor your playstyle so it's more Viking-esque. And then, of course, you can choose your colors, your symbols, and whatever, so that everything fits like Viking space raiders, if you will. If you want to go down that route, I am xenophile at the moment, so I'm like the pure opposite of that. Okay, let's see. We can get more research. We can also get more energy credits from technicians. Ooh, and also increase our service speed. Given that our energy credits situation is starting to like dip over and over again, I think maybe getting more energy credits right now is a good idea. I'm not necessarily making the best decisions when I'm playing. Let me get that out of the way.
Outlier identified.
But this is again like more of an introduction to Stellaris, so I'm trying to keep the things as simple as possible. Actualized. And you can like hear me, talk about my decisions, right? Like my thought process. For instance, here I love pop growth speed. This allows our colonists to get going sooner rather than later, and I don't really need any of these other texts right now. So this is a no-brainer for me. Denmark had fun with England, Norway had fun with Ireland, Sweden created Russia. Created is is quite explanation. But that is true. Depending on the Scandinavian nations, are like the people raided in different parts of the world, and you are very much correct. You know, Denmark and I guess Norway also, in a sense, had access to, well, the British Isles and the northern parts of France and so on. I remember like a story about like a Viking called Bluetooth that like created his own like little settlement in France, for instance, after raided there. I mean, maybe France is better looking than Sweden. Like maybe it's better to like grow up, you know, start a family there and whatnot. Why not? I mean, you wouldn't do that nowadays, of course. You know, raiding is bad and all that. During the Stone Age, we called roots and grubs. You mean we don't have to hunt mammoths' food? I guess so. I guess that's a positive view on those things there, Skink Warrior. You don't want to tango... Well, maybe you do want to tango with mammoths, actually. Because mammoths gives you way more food. They are larger animals. Of course, there's the risks involved with hunting mammoths. So, you know, you gain some, you lose some. You don't want to give away your good strategies. I get it. That's also one way of looking at it. But I'm gonna play the game on Saturday super chill. All right. I'm not gonna try hard. This race I've created right now, I wouldn't consider this to be top tier by any means. It's just what I wanna play. I wanna play a Megacorp, and that's the attitude I'm gonna have when I'm going to the Saturday game. And Normandy gotta come from somewhere. Wait, was that from like the early raids? The name Russia come from Rus, which in Persian means the people who row. Ah, that I did not know. That's very interesting. Ah, a lot of Swedes travel to Byzantium as well and join the Varangian Guard. Wait, Vikings actually went to Byzantium. I did not know that. That's quite far, right? Normandy is from Nordmen. Aha! Man, this really is an educational stream. I didn't know about these things.
Research actualized.
Wow, I'm actually really impressed by these discoveries. Okay, this science vessel is going all the way in this direction. There we go.
Upscaling complete.
Also, you might notice how I expand. This is one of my like sneaky tricks here. There are benefits and penalties for doing it in this way. Let's just get more military upgrades. Oh, we can also start upgrading our corvettes with these new shields. If you click this upgrade fleet button, you will automatically upgrade your corvettes to the newest design with all the upgrades and what have you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna send in my brave soldiers without any shields, right? When they're fighting aliens, so that's good. But I'm usually I spread out in lines. I usually wait to fill in like these kinds of systems, and I spread out in lines because this allows me to get these choke points. For instance, like this is a great choke points. A lot of lanes are being connected to this choke point right here, and this is the only way to get to my empire from this direction. So when you're expanding in lines like this, you can target these choke points. So you know what parts you were gonna defend, and then later on, once you like encountered your neighbors, you can go back and like fill in the rest of the star systems. Granted, finding mammoths during the Stone Age must have been more like, what's that? I don't know, but I bet it's tasty. Let's kill it. Wow. I mean, I guess Scandinavia. I mean, when you're desperate, you're like eating whatever you can see, right? Us Scandinavians don't like the look big. We like to be humble, which is a good thing considering what we used to do. But back in the day, was that really true? Did we look humble back in the day? Do you block other races from passing your borders then? You will, yes, also, hi Locus. Which of course will create some ire, I guess, from your fellow players in terms of a PvP setting. That's also a really good question, question. For instance, if you see, let's say there's an empire being situated right here that we haven't met, and we have this very peculiar system. The first empire that's gonna get this star is gonna be allowed to expand into this other direction, whilst the other one will basically have a dead end. So grabbing these kind of systems are really good early on to like screw over your neighbors. Of course, as I said, that might make your neighbors be really pissed at you and they might attack you and so on. So you gain some, you lose some. And the more like, I guess, spread out, less dense your empire is, the more you have to defend with your fleets. So at some points it could also be good to expand closer to your initial core, I guess. That depends on the situation. You kind of need to adapt as you're playing. Oh, here we go. More hostile aliens. 560 power. We could probably take this on, to be perfectly honest. But let's go past them for now. Hopefully we can go past them right here. Also, when we meet these aliens, these are like neutral. These are not Empire aliens. These are, just obstacles on the map. He keeps talking about Empire, but can he speak Klingon or Romulan? I cannot. No, I cannot. Why is border friction even a thing in this game? The distance between different star systems are huge. Oh yeah, that is true. But I guess like an alien, star empire race would see distances in a different way, right? So for us, like a couple of miles, a couple of kilometers are understandable. That is, a great distance for us. But in terms of a star alien empire, maybe we're talking about light years instead of kilometers. Or Federation. Wait, when you say or Federation, are we still talking about languages here? Is that like the Star Trek Federation language, maybe? I can't speak that either. But I want to still get some military ships going. Our fleet is very pathetic. Our military power is at 300. That's nothing compared to these alien races. We can also we can't quite yet expand in this direction. We'll wait for the science ship. And our colonies are looking fine. Unfortunately, we have not found a fourth planet to expand to. That's really sad. What are you gonna do? You know what? You can expand in this direction. See what we can find here. Soon, I think I want to go and research these anomalies, but one thing at a time. And that's okay. They speak English, but also have the universal translator. I hate when sci-fi universe have those kinds of texts. There's like a major plot hole in Mass Effect Andromeda, actually, due to general translation tech. Well, I would consider it to be a plot hole at the very least. Like, how would that even work? I don't get it. I think it's actually really cool when like trying to understand other aliens is like a major part of your sci-fi universe. Have you guys seen the movie Arrival? I think it's called Arrival, for instance. I mean, that movie is entirely about understanding other aliens, like understanding the language. I mean, that's like a huge barrier to cross when encountering aliens, or you could imagine that being the case at least. And we finally got David riled up. Is this riled up? Oh, Sawakula, if you want to see me riled up, you should have seen me play Dark Souls 2, okay? I lost it. I became completely mad. City District provide one additional housing. Nah, let's go for it. Yeah, let's reduce the upkeep. Yeah, that's way better. Increase our economy. Oh, we still need to get our consumer goods going. And the sad thing about this is that my species, their right is a stratified economy, so the worker upkeep of consumer good is actually lower than for most other species, or rather races. And yet I am lacking consumer goods. I'm doing this badly. And Mars attacks. What's about understanding aliens too? I don't actually know what that is, but okay, that sounds good then. Passions equal good. All right. I'm happy about that then. I'm happy about that. Oh, that actually let's build more generated districts. I want a strong economy. I'm almost okay. Here we can build mines, but I want a strong economy. But that actually makes me think about a question. Which is your favorite sci-fi universe, if you have one? Or maybe we should say like fictional universe. Let's expand the horizons a bit. I wonder what I would say here. Oh, I love fusion reactors. But I love this too. Yeah, this will be great for this building here. It will increase the energy credits from technician by 15%. And I'm building 2 energy planets right now. I think this will be really good. Yeah, I'm gonna get that building. Alright, good. Oh, and look. Soon we have a new gun for our corvettes. When we get this gun, maybe it's time to attack. I think that might be the case. And then we can finally take out these two, and we can freely travel across our empire through here, and hopefully we'll get some good rewards as we're oh no, now we can't expand in this direction. So many damn aliens. You know what? You know what I can do? I can go into situation log and I can start researching these aliens we are encountering, actually. Of course, this will... No, wait. No, let's get the pop growth speed first. So let's cancel this. So let's get the pop growth speed first, and then we start investigating this. So maybe we can like figure something out here. Tough choice, but I would have to go with Star Trek for the belief in humanity and ordinary people. Man, that's a great choice. I am not a... What are they called? Trekkers? I'm not one of those myself. I wouldn't consider myself to be one of those. But I do get that feeling too. Whenever I... Oh, you can't go through here at all. Yeah, you're completely blocked off here. Okay, let's start. You know what? I want to grab this archaeological site, so I'm gonna build here nevertheless, even though I know I'm building myself into a corner. But Star Trek always have this like message of, you know, believe in yourself, like believe in cooperation, of like believing in hope, in like those kind of things. It's a really feel good show. No. New Trek needs not apply. Well, I don't really know about old Trek either, so I wouldn't know which kind of Star Trek is better and which is worse. But that has been my impression of Star Trek, nevertheless. I would kill for a lightsaber, of course. Yeah, Jedis and Siths in Star Wars are really cool. The one thing I really love, and also I can even show you this. You would kill for a lightsaber, Sir Walkalot. I have one. Sir Walkalot, I have a lightsaber. Of course, you need to like add a stick to this as well. I bought this from the US actually. But Jedis and Siths are really cool because I really like that they have like plain clothings, and then they have like a super advanced sword, right? I find like the what is it called? Okay, I'm blanking on a word here. I guess the difference between the high tech and the low tech, I find that really appealing. New Wars can stay out as well. I don't... New Wars, what is that? I have stayed away from New Trek and most other sci-fi franchises, well, really.
Outlier
Trek finished with Picard. Well, I can't comment on that because I've never watched Star Trek, really. Okay, so I can't expand in that direction. Let's just grab these systems then, given that I'm kind of locked at the moment. Maybe this is where we should attack first. 560. Okay, we still need more corvettes. I think my favorite sci-fi universe is the Warhammer 40k universe. A lot of that is, you know, related to nostalgia, I must admit. But I find the completely hopelessness of that universe to be really cool. I haven't kept up with like the latest additions to that lore and that universe though, so maybe I wouldn't say that nowadays. What can I get here? Let's just get more food from farmers. Oh yeah, now we can start researching these aliens. Good. Yeah, that setting is full of sheer enjoy. I think we'll download it for tonight's movie. Oh, here we go. You're getting inspired now, Sir Walkalot. Alright. I wanted to build a starbase here. And as you can see, our stupid-looking empire is increasing slowly but surely. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't found another empire yet. Well, am I surprised, given all these like hostile aliens all over the damn place? Maybe I'm not surprised, and there we go. Let's stop with the military text for now and go for more minerals. Let's upgrade our ships so that we'll get coil guns instead of lasers. That will probably be a great addition to our fleet strength. And let's just keep doing this. As I said, like this is... Oh, here we go. Gamma aliens in the Bintu system. It's over here. So we found gamma aliens here. What does that mean? Ah, you know what? You haven't researched any of the aliens though. Doesn't that reveal empires? That is true. Hi Locus, you're very much correct. I think the gamma aliens might be another empire actually. Because Hi Locus, that's a great point. When you find another player in Stellaris and the other player finds you, you will not immediately see them as empires. They will instead, appear as this, just like a general alien. But then either you or the other empire needs to research you, whatever, in order for you to discover each other. So I'm gonna do that right now, actually. After we're done with the alpha and the beta aliens, we're gonna research this empire. But the reason why I say, wait, Deep Space Nine was seriously good too. I don't actually know about that. First Contact War Go. I'm in the process of building my fleet. I can't go to war just yet. But the reason why I think this is actually an alien empire is the fact that we see a space station right here. Normal like space amoeba and whatever, they usually don't have stations. So I think this might be an empire, but I don't know yet. Seven, you are too young. The adults are the adults are talking. I'm not that young, come on.
Upscaling complete.
I'm not that young. Yes, I don't know what that is. Okay, where can we expand? Oh, we can't even get alloys if we're expanding in this direction. You know what? I'm gonna go right here. You have a long way to go, little construction ship, but you'll get there. In the meantime, oh yeah, can you see the military power that we get from for upgrading our weapons? I think it's time. Let's just, yeah, let's build let's build 3 more corvettes and then we start attacking. We start attacking everything.
Outlier identified.
Oh, what's happening now? Oh, the mysterious moon of Samidran Prime. Now that this prime has been settled for a while, some data. Something is happening with one of our. Yeah, something is happening with one of our colonies. The moon, summer, whatever, does not seem to be made of remotely similar material to the planet. This suggests it was not formed at the same time, but rather originally formed somewhere else and somehow was captured by the gravity of Samidran Prime at a later date. Quite where Samidran Blah comes from is currently a mystery. Curious. Oh, that allows us to get a new quest. A new. So if I go to situation log here, as you can see, I can now research this moon. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna research everything. But that's kind of cool. I wonder where that will lead. And other than that, we just have a bunch of anomalies. Yeah, when did DS9 end? 97. The moon wasn't made of at the same time either. So what? Oh, when you say the moon, you're talking about our moon. I mean, yes, that is true. One of the hypotheses for our moon's creation is that was like a planet, right? First and foremost, and then it like crashed and lost a bunch of mass, and then it like entered our orbit or something. But yeah, I guess it might be nothing.
Special project.
Oh, so now we have researched this space amoeba. These entities encountered by our fleet some time ago are new wondrous forms of spaceborne life. Quickly named space amoeba, following an analysis gross misreading of initial sensor output, the creature is in fact larger than an average civilian corvette. We should leave it be and remotely monitor the creature and its skin from Arrakis. Oh, now we can even study them. I guess we should. A lot of research going on right here. You actually spent research on that. I did. And I still can't really get my consumer goods going. At least it allowed us to get this Space Amoeba study. Shame. Well, also now I won't feel bad about, you know, attacking. Oh, now we're getting like to a major milestone of this game. I accidentally created a race of mushroom people on a planet in a system with a Leviathan. Aha! A Leviathan is one of those space monsters we talked about earlier. And they couldn't build ships. Now that is unlucky, Velo. That's what you get for, you know, doing mushrooms. I guess. Yeah, having a space Leviathan like close by. I wasn't the mushroom. I created them. Ah, okay. Gotcha. That's some bad luck. But yeah, now we go to a major milestone here in the game. Let's see. 2 factions. Oh, 3 factions has been founded. Oh well, the puppets are all the same. A new faction has recently gained traction in the internal political landscape of the SevCorp Intergalactic. Led by this person, they call themselves this thing. The member lobby for a national focus on financial growth and stability throughout peaceful means. A disgruntled faction will be the source of trouble, but one that approves the government's action could prove useful. So now we also have this screen right here, factions. What this do is that they will give you more influence. And influence is this resource. You need it to expand, for instance. So if you do what they want you to do, you will get more influence, and well, if you don't do what they do, you know, they will mess you up. And here you can see issues. These are the problems they're having. So if I click on the Committee of Technological Mastery, that's being this is led by the one and only Madeus Densivedius. That would be me. So the issues they have is just one. They want a policy that AI should be allowed. I already have AI allowed, so there we go. For this, these guys don't like us because, well, they have an issue with us in the sense that they want an imperial or dictatorial authority, and we are a megacorp, so we don't have that. And these want solid liquidity, so they want 5,000 store at all times, energy that is, to please them. And I'm at the early game, so I don't have that. You usually don't have to worry about this. Like this is just, you know, passive additional influence if you want. Game was like, you wanna give them a planet? And I was like, sure. And it gave them the planet on the Leviathan. Oh, poor little mushrooms have to deal with that crap. Alright. In the meantime, oh yeah, the civil armada is. Oh no, this is the strength of my armada. Never mind. What happened here? Okay, we have recovered artifacts from an alien civilization somewhere. They call themselves the Vultuam Star Assembly. Interesting. And that gave. Oh, this also gives a quest. I eventually freed them. You are kind. You're a kind host or whatever. So where to expand now? I'm just gonna keep going for these choke points. To live in their one tile because I owned all the others. Wait, you own all the other mushrooms or all the other systems surrounding the mushrooms? Because if you own the mushrooms, then maybe you aren't that gracious after all. All the other systems surrounding them. I see. Okay. At least you let them have something. Oh man, so many aliens we're encountering. I'm just gonna research everything. Hopefully we'll get something good from this research. Okay, I think we're escalating the game at the moment. Yeah, now soon we're gonna meet different kinds of aliens. Okay. And that's why they got that planet. It was the only one in the area not claimed. Okay. But if it was yours, then you wage war. Yes. And well, we have been building our fleet. It's looking quite strong. It could look stronger though. I'm gonna keep building. Shameful display. Oh, we found another one of these gateways. You remember that we found one of these gateways in the Demon's Maw system. Now we found another one here in the Andak. Unlike the previous one, this gate has not been altered in any obvious ways. So there's some sort of difference between these gateways. However, it's currently inoperable due to its poor condition. The other was an L gate. So now we have a gateway and we have an L gate. And the L gate means that that gate will lead you to the L cluster. But we don't really know where the L cluster is. They say that it was in a collection of stars outside of the galaxy. Oh well, carry on I guess. We still haven't found another faction founded. The Xeno Liberty Group. Okay. We have explored quite a bit, but the amount of planets are not that many, I guess. Okay, let's keep building. Oh, lacking alloys, of course. You know what? I can show you this screen too. I haven't showed this yet. So if I click on the market screen, you can see here that I can spend my energy credits for other resources. So I'm gonna buy 250 alloys. Boom, that spent most of my money. But now I am able to keep building corvettes, and I'm able to keep building star bases. This is good. You know what? Let's actually get an admiral leader for our fleet that will make the fleet gain a benefit. In this case, ship upkeep reduced. And then let's take our task force. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna kill these guys because they are very strong. But let's go here. Let's kill these aliens so that we can expand in this direction. The Sev Corp Intergalactic are going to war.
Research actualized.
Okay, now we're getting a bunch of things. Yes, kill. Okay, what can we do now? Ooh, this is actually really good. The pursuit of profit. because the specialist pop resources output is increased by 5%. Screw it, Boss Valheim, too bored. I think you're gonna enjoy that game, you know, and welcome to the stream, welcome. Given that you enjoyed Terraria, you know, I think you're really gonna like Valheim. I think that's a really good purchase for you. And I really like Valheim too. Cool, I am now in the Netherlands. VPNs are cool and keep us out of trouble. They do. Do you want something from that region, I wonder? So this will allow us to increase our, well, pop resource output, and that includes consumer goods and alloys, and we need both of these. So this is really good. Maybe this will even make it so that our consumer goods will be in the positives. Let's see, we need to change our amount. No, it did not. Let's see. So I assume you're installing it right now, you know. And in the meantime, hopefully I can, you know, maybe get you high for Stellaris as well, maybe. Let's get some more physics research from this tech. That seems good. I also want to follow my little military fleet here, so that we can see the fight in action. That would probably be kind of fun. And let's keep expanding as you do.
Upscaling complete.
There's actually one penalty of expanding too much. It's this, basically. When you see I have Empire Sprawl here. And if you go over your limit, you will gain some penalties. You can increase your Empire Sprawl, though, by building certain buildings and whatnot. So there is a penalty of expanding too fast, too wide. Yes, get him hooked on a DLC generator. What could go wrong? Well, I'm not even sure if I would like... I know what you mean. There are a bunch of DLCs in Stellaris, and they keep pumping them out. But I would actually just enjoy the main game. Nah, I'm more into Star Ruler and Endless Space. Stellaris has too many DLCs for my liking. That is a very, that's a very fair assessment. I don't blame you. I don't know what Star Ruler is. I do know what Endless Space is. I have played Endless Space before. I really like it. U4 and CK2 are way worse though. I don't play those games. Okay, so I guess I should consider myself lucky. I have so many new aliens I can research. I'm gonna be excited to see what we're gonna find out when we have researched all of these. Also, you know, you might at least appreciate the name of my capital planet, Arrakis. I know that you know the reference. Maybe someone else out there in the void knows it too, but I know that you do specifically. Let's also build another district here. Star Ruler is pretty much Stellaris. Oh, in that case I probably should check it out. Maybe I could have it wishlist, I guess, because I do look for these kinds of games.
Special project actualized.
Oh, here we go. We finally researched one of our aliens here. Sivid, you're saying you were not that young. What year? First contact is from 1996. I was born in 1995. I was young at the time. And I used to play Sins of a Solar Empire a lot. I do know that game. I own that game. I've not actually played it, but that's actually kind of similar to Stellaris, at least in this fact that it's in real time. So let's see what we can find out about these ancient mining drones. Reports of a deep space drones in a certain system have been investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation. Established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, the drones possess powerful mining lasers. Mining lasers! That could probably increase our minerals. We're almost at 100 minerals per month, y'all. And make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile. Overtures towards sailing vessels when approached. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the SevCorp Intergalactic. First contact, what you on about? Yeah, I don't know what first contact is either. So now we can also research. We can research these mining drones, but that will cost engineering research instead. Let's see what we're actually doing for engineering. Okay, so what we can do is that we can finish this tech, and then we can start researching the mining drones.
Actualized.
That depends. Is there something here that's good? Oh, we can reach. Oh, this is how you get insight into these L gates, for instance. First time Child 7 made contact with aliens. Child 7. Child 7. I like that. Yeah, I don't need any of this. I'm gonna start working on L-Gate because that's kind of fun. But I'm gonna pause it for the mining drone research. There we go. We were talking about Star Trek earlier, and the movie came up. I'm downloading. I suspect Khan is next. All right, my famous in my house. Wait, my famous in my house. Santa Fe soup and chips is almost ready. What is Santa Fe soup? Okay, it's famous in your own household. I get what you're saying, Velo. that sounds really interesting. Santa Fe soup. I really like soup. Mining lasers, getting Eve flashes. you know, I was thinking about naming my capital world Yita, actually, from Eve Online. Yeah. Eve Online is such a fun MMO. Eve Online has one system that I dislike so much. It's preventing me from enjoying that game. If they change this one system, I would probably enjoy EVE Online a lot. I also suspect Sevid is way too young to know about Khan. Challenge delivered. I know that Khan yell from Star Trek. I've not watched the movie though, so I don't understand the context. In this case, it's a thick, cheesy soup that I serve with tortilla chips. That sounds delicious! That sounds really good! Cheese-based soups are generally really delicious. Do we need pictures? Yeah! Let's get pictures, Velo! Wait, Eno, don't you like cheesy soups? I do! Seven is behind on his education. I guess I am. I want to see that soup. Holy crap. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep exploring and keep expanding. I'm kind of super surprised that we haven't met an alien race yet. Oh, and as I say it, ladies and gentlemen, we're now reaching another major milestone in this game. We're meeting the first other alien empire out there. Eve is my life, or at least half of it. Been playing for literally half my time alive. Oh, so you're still playing Eve then? Interesting. I do have like almost 200 hours in that game, but not yet. Okay, dinner picks in Discord. Okay, let's pause this, everyone, and let's look at this soup. This Santa Fe soup. I have no idea what to expect here. Okay. Let me show you. Give me a second. This is the soup. I would like to see like more colors. It kind of looks like you're like eating from. Sorry for saying this. Like doesn't this look like a trash can or something that you have filled with soup because of the plastic? I'm sure it's not. OMG, I used to play that, but found how toxic MMOs are. Oh, they can be. They can. You ever use a crockpot liner? No, never. But I assume that's like greatest thing ever. Is this like one way of avoiding dishes? In that case, I would probably want to do this myself. This looks really good, by the way. This looks like a soup I would probably enjoy a lot. I've never eaten soup with tortilla chips though. That's new to me. All right, back to the game. All right, so let's see what this new empire is about. We are receiving a transmission from the Selvan Interstellar Sovereignty. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Okay. Speaking of Star Trek, we're meeting some Klingons, y'all. Okay, and what are they saying to us? Okay. These are they are also xenophiles. We can probably get along. Yeah, we can probably get along really good. Also, let me pick up the soup at the end to pour at the last little bits out really easy. That's really clever. Okay. I thought my ice cream pizza was insane, but this, my arteries feel clogged already. Ice cream pizza. When you say ice cream pizza, I assume like the crust and like the bread part is changed to like something else, something more pastry, right? I'm sure it's very tasty. My Costa Rican girlfriend used to make a soup like that. The texture of the chips and soup was great. I can imagine it. Yeah, I can imagine it. Alright, hello Klingons. We are the Selvan Interstellar Sovereignty, minions of the wise Primarch Yanobdem. Our aim is to build an efficient society through the use of technology, and we're all keen to study new alien civilization to see what can be learned from them. And we can choose our response. We wish for nothing to be friends. The one and only Amadeus Den Cividius greet you. Oh, I like this. Together we can achieve greatness. No. The one and only Amadeus Den Cividius will greet you. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time is spreading like wildfire through the SevCorp Intergalactic. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of report and speculation on their culture and society. The revelation that we are not alone in this galaxy, I mean, has largely been greeted with celebration on Arrakis. Just like us, the aliens appear to be relative newcomers to the galactic stage. This is a momentous occasion. There we go. So this is where they have their empire, and they are teeny tiny compared to us. Alright. You know, it only has 1 pound of cheese. That's light for southern cooking. I'm saying ice cream on pizza. That sounds crazy then. Then yes, that sounds crazy. You know, you're tempting me into sin. Well, that's one way of describing it. Alright, cool. So now we have found a new friend. You know what? Now I'm gonna... Let's actually talk about the diplomatic system. So this is probably the leader. Primarch gun up them. And they said that we have much in common with them. That's good. Alright. These are all our actions we can do. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on improve relations, and I'm gonna send one of my envoys there. The amount of envoys you have is located here, and depending on your empire setup, you can have more or less. Usually, I think you start with 1 for basic empires, but as I am playing as a xenophile, I'm getting 2 additional envoys. So I have 3 envoys I can like send around to different empires. Of course, when you're talking to a player and a player empire, then these envoys don't really have like the same impact. Because what these do, improving relation, is that they will become to like us after a time. If you know, our ethics and such are compatible. If I would, for instance, meet xenophobes, like fanatic xenophobes, then we will probably not get along, for instance. And they're already ready to like accept commercial pacts and research agreements. This is really good. Okay, let's make them our friends, at least for now. We can always backstab them later. So let's get some research agreements going. Let's get some commercial pacts. One thing I should point out though, whenever you get these pacts, you will lose influence. Every pact, every agreement, every treaty, every non-aggression, everything of the sort will decrease your influence gain. That's very important to point out. What commercial pact does is that both of our empires will share some of our wealth with one another, which is great. If your economy is suffering, it's good to have a commercial pact with an economy that's good, for instance. Are those really worth the loss? Probably not. Probably not. But I want to be on good terms with these guys, at least for now. And research agreements is, you know, it's the same thing basically. So you gain a bonus for research towards texts that, you know, your partner empire have discovered, and vice versa. As Skink Warrior pointed out, this is probably not worse to influence loss. Budget Klingons, basically. Klingons, aren't they supposed to be like militaristic and such? These ethics do not really fit. But there we go. They accepted our commercial pact and our research agreement. So I think we're gonna become friends. And as you have pacts with AI empires, your approval will go up. So you can see their opinion of us, our opinion of them. It's increasing yearly. So that's really good. Okay. Well, what did you link now? You know. Let's see. I'm curious. I assume this is food related. What is this? You've seen this one before. Oh, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. Yes. I've seen this one before. This is like that, like bacon jelly food. It sounds really gross. Not gonna lie. It sounds really gross. Like this is jelly made of like bacon fat or like pork fat or something. That's how that looks. Are you expecting Stellaris to actually care about what's proper? Oh no, I'm not. I'm really not. Unless you're playing like a modded game, I guess. Oh, we really need to work on our consumer goods. At some point, we might actually need to like exchange one of our buildings to start building civilian industries.
Upscaling
Jelly isn't made for fat. Oh, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something of that sort. Oh, wait, our military fleet are almost there. Man, I've been pausing this game for so much. And here we go, another alien empire. Here we have the Ascendancy Synergetics. And these are spiritualists and militarists. Greetings, I speak for Chief Executive Officer Eyes of Aquamarine and the wealthy elite of the Ascendancy Synergetics. We're always looking for new trading partners. Ah, that could probably work for us. Oh, this is an additional mega corporation. Alright, we greet you. I don't want to make friends with these guys. Maybe my friend here can team up with me and we can take these birds down. I'm the only economical powerhouse in this galaxy. It does sound gross, but it tastes so good. You just don't think about it. Yell is made from bones. Bird face. Yeah, this is an avian race. Yes. I'm lacking influence now.
Future market survey complete.
Okay, as you can see, we're meeting aliens left, right, and center now. Here we have. Oh, here we go. These are fanatic xenophobes. These will become our rivals, and they're also militarists. I don't think we can become friends with these guys. And quake in fear, alien scum, for your doom approaches. The true slaughterers will cleanse this galaxy of every misbegotten xeno civilization that pollutes it with their presence. Arrakis shall burn! I don't know how a rock monster would. It sounds like the English. I don't know what a rock alien would sound like, but whatever. Okay, so they are there. Oh, they're expanding like us in like a line, basically. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna let's see here. Oh, they are fanatical purifiers. Okay, these guys actually work different compared to other empires. Okay, but I can also, here you go. Here we have another diplomatic option: declare rivalry. This is another. It's similar to like any other pact, really. Other than this will make them hate us because they're rivals with us, but it will also increase our influence. Usually pacts decreases influence, but by having rivals you will increase your influence. So it's actually really good to have rivals in the game. And these are xenophobes, so I dislike them already. Vassalize them, you make them your attack dog. I'm gonna do it. Maybe with a gravelly voice. Okay, I'm gonna try to do gravelly if I interact with them later. But yeah, we know now our enemy. And can you stab rocks? Right, we'll eject knives from our spaceships. So what we can do is we can make like a fortress right here. As you can see, they only have one way into our empire. So if we use this choke point right here, or this choke point right here, we would have an awesome staging point if we're gonna attack them. And which we will. But that means that I have to be quick. I need to grab this system before they do. Good thing though, oh, I'm all the way down here. I sold the crap out of the mid-game and end-game factions. Oh wait, are we talking about in this game? Like, are we talking about like the ancient empires, the fallen empires and such? Oh, and also they closed their borders to us, and our science ship was inside their borders. And what happens is the science ship will then be lost for a second, and they will turn up later in your capital system, which in this case is Seved's womb. So let's wait for our science ship to come back. But that's fine. The fallen empire, the galaxy eaters, and the mid-game pirate lords. I usually die to Crisis all in one game. That's great. That's really good. I remember my latest game. I actually became like a slave to the pirates as they were rising up, or the barbarians, the marauders. That's what they're called. So that was kind of embarrassing. But I actually ended up winning that game. But it was a roller coaster of emotions. I was spending an absolute ton of military upkeep. I can see that. I can absolutely see that. So what he was talking about there are crises, for instance. So when the year enters a certain time, I guess, a certain date, certain like major events can happen in the galaxy. For instance, like super strong empires can start expanding their borders. Marauders could rise up and try to like burn the galaxy. Empires and aliens from outside the galaxy might enter our galaxy in order to invade or something, and those kinds of events requires basically all players in the game to work together to beat. It's really hard to beat them on your own. It's very much possible. It's very much possible, but it's very hard. It's a range, I think, on when it can happen. Yeah, with a weighted chance roll each year. You are very much correct. So you hit a certain year trigger, let's say it's 2,300, for instance, and then every year after, you know, we hit that trigger, the chance for something bad to happen can, well, happen. I had an entire fleet that had no shields or armor. They, like, kamikaze fleets or something. I would love for our planets to grow more quickly so we can get our consumer goods going. Oh, we found another rare resource, rare crystals in this case. Cool. Oh, actually, did we miss the entire fight? Or maybe these aliens actually left.
Upscaling
complete. I might have missed the entire fight. No, I don't think they actually fought. Oh well, I guess we can go fight here then. I'm sorry that we missed some action. Finally we can build something. Energy grid would be really good, but right now we're lacking civilian industries, as you can see. So yeah, getting some consumer goods would be a-okay. Increasing hull health was the only defensive option. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, they are also authoritarian xenophiles. We can probably get along with these guys as well. So as you can see, when Empire starts popping up, they pop up fairly rapidly. How the hell did my science ship get all the way here? What? Did I tell my science ship to go over here? Hull attacking is a legit strategy. That's also a thing in EVE. Did I tell my science ship to go here? I don't remember that. I'm a bit confused. I am a bit confused. I don't. What shall I do with you? You can, you know, get to see if it's Zoom. I don't know how. Okay, you will take that way. Okay, good. You do you. Okay, I'll come back to you later.
The system has been surveyed.
Cool. This system has been surveyed, and that should allow us to build a starbase. But we're lacking so much influence at the moment. Maybe we should get more enemies. Okay, so our Klingon friends now wants a non-aggression pact. I'm gonna decline because I really need the influence at the moment in order to expand, right? It's a good thing we made these guys our rivals. Let's see. So these two are neighbors and they're getting along. I'm certified for a whole tank in EVE. Oh, that's good that you're certified. Also, here you can see the pacts that other empires have going on. So as we can see, these bird people, they have a commercial pact with these guys, reptile people. They also have a research agreement, a defensive pact, and a migration treaty. So basically, these two empires right here, they are best buddies. They love each other. Okay. So if you attack one of them, both you will fight both. I don't want to mess with those guys. These are the ones I want to mess with. Of course, I also really want to expand, but I can't. It's really infuriating. It really is.
Research actualized.
I should be able to expand in this direction now that the aliens are gone. What research should we get here? Hyperdrive, maybe? I don't really care.
Outlier identified.
Alright. Comet sighted. A comet blazes a trail across Arrakis' horizon. A bright envoy from the distant stars. The sailing people find great joy in this reminder, vague as it is, that we're not alone in this universe. They are more supportive than ever of the Save Corp intergalactic ambition to greet the galaxy with open arms. Good. Also, you know what? I don't think I can expand anytime soon here, because I need to use my influence in order to get this choke point. I think it's really important. So this is where I should spend all my influence. Alright, so I guess we wait. Okay, the missing ship came back. You know what? You can start working on these anomalies I've waited with. You can start with those. Not really doing anything on my planet, so I guess we just on pause and keep going. You know what? We can actually improve our fleet a bit. I do expect us to go to war with these guys at some point. So nothing wrong with building up our fleet in the meantime.
Potential market survey
and right now we're lacking influence more than alloys. So I think this is a good play.
Competitors engaged.
Okay, you are waiting here. Okay, I'm gonna start researching these anomalies. I know that this is the only direction we can expand it, or I want to expand it. Oh, here we go. Now we can actually see some fighting going on. This should be a fairly even fight. I'm actually gonna play and slow it down so we can see this fight in all its glory. Do you want the sun in the background? Now that's kind of difficult to look at. So, we have this space amoeba, and we have our ships. Our 14 corvettes who will win. And this is also one of the, you know, cooler things about Stellaris. You can actually see the space fights in real time. So this is very early on in the game too. So the fights aren't that large early on, but later on you can literally get fleets with millions of fleet strength, and those light shows are a spectacle to behold. Am I the only one wondering whether the female narrator is hot? You know what? You can actually change the narrator if you want. You click here on advisor and you can change the name. I have this Slick Corporation announcer or whatever. If you want to hear someone another advisor, please tell me and I can switch. Okay, we still haven't lost a ship. Well, let's turn this up to slow. And yeah, we're killing all the smaller mobile, I think, and now we have the big one. We still haven't lost a ship. That's good. No, love her voice. Okay, let's keep her then. Yeah, I explicitly picked her myself. I liked it. Probably Kappa. All right. Come on. I would love to not lose a single ship during this engagement. Oh, maybe we have actually. Oh, 13 ships. Yeah, we are losing ships. I think we're winning though. And again, like the fights look kind of like, maybe like lame in the beginning, but they will. The more you expand your fleet, the more impressive they become. I lost 2 ships actually. That's sad. Mine is from one of the 70 plus mods. Ah, okay. So whenever a space battle is finished also, there will be some debris left. And you can come here with a science ship in order to, you know, scan it, and then you will get some rewards. Technology rewards. So that's good. So let's go back and lick our wounds, and we can join up our fleets, and then we can go fight something else. And in the meantime, I don't know what to do with this construction ship. I'm just gonna hold off with this one for now, and let's start playing at full speed again. Good. And as you can see, it's a timed project in order to scan the debris. You know what? We can actually. This science ship that's just traveling across the entire universe. Oh yeah, this is an event you can get if you know that there are anomalies popping up all the time, right? When you actually research them, you will get like these pop-ups. So this is one of them. Upload a better pic of the dinner without the bag. Okay, I want to take a look again. Now this I like. Now this looks like an excellent dish. You have, you know, your nachos to the right of you, and you can just dip them. I assume you're not even eating this with a spoon. Beans and cheese. There are some beans here, but this is like some sort of taco-esque soup, right? This looks really good. I kind of want to make this myself. I genuinely kind of want to make this myself. Beans, beef, cheese, taco seasoning, and tomatoes. Looks good. Looks really good. It doesn't look that complicated to make either. Alright. Yeah, I should really do that sometime soon. But this is where we research our anomalies. So let's see what actually happened. While conducting the survey of this place, the MS detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. It is at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjected to a heavy missile barrage, but one of its manufacturing bases is still in working condition. This officer is confident that the power can be restored to the shipyard, but it would be a significant project. And now we got another quest for doing this research. Interesting. Not allowed, save it. No vegetarians. Just use impossible meat. Yes, I'll just use a vegetarian or vegan replacement. Okay, I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna expand in this direction. This system I want badly. This is such a good show point. And in the meantime, our ships are going back home,
Incoming
and they
transmission.
will automatically be repaired at the space station, shipyard. I mean. And the Klingons now wants a migration treaty. This will allow our species between our empires to like move among them. I'm gonna agree just to show you what this will end up looking, how this will end up looking, I should say. And this is the quest we just got. Because in the species page, we'll eventually get the Klingons popping up here. And then you can set specific rights to other species. So, but if you're like playing a slaver race, 14 months the pain, yeah, it's not quick. But my research is really bad too. You need to take that to account also. My research is I'm not optimized for research. If you're like doing a proper tech build, I think it would become way better. Oh, you know what? I think I can colonize this world now, this ocean world with the Klingons. That is why I'm getting better habitability now. So yeah, you can optimize your race for like every aspect of this game, really. Life electric. Okay, so I think this is another anomaly we researched. I'm not gonna read them anymore. I feel I need to like speed things along, but you know, a bunch of story things can happen. Let's also let's replace the ships we lost in our little fleet there. I think that would be good, and then we can of course combine these two. So if I hold down the shift button, I click both of these military fleets, I click the merge button, boom, now we have one big fleet with 728 military power. I'm feeling happy about that. Now we got another tradition. Let's go with this one. We're soon done with prosperity. It's going a bit slower now. Yeah, getting this unity. Yeah, 44 months for each tradition. But I have not built a single unity building, so I guess it makes sense that the traditions are going a bit more slowly. The one good thing about having a migration treaty is that, in theory, Klingons can migrate to my worlds here and make them grow. Not high enough. I need your military power to be so high that hundreds are no longer displayed. Then you know it's a lot, yes. Ray goo.
Research actualized.
You know what? I'm gonna expand first, so we make sure that we get the system. I'm not gonna grab these resources just yet. Planetary build speed increased. Let's go for. Wait, we're still going for L gates or whatever. Let's keep doing that. In terms of alloys, it's not looking perfect. The Discovery Tree has some bonuses for research. Another reason in his favor. There you go. There you go. Yeah, research is really important. And that would also allow us to like do these quests a bit quicker. Also allow us to like get more tech overall. So yeah, and he's talking about the tradition tree. This Discovery Tree right here. And again, sorry that I'm not reading. I want to speed things along. Okay, now we're getting a lot. Oh, we got some dark matter. You know that that moon that we thought were a bit different. It seems to be a moon base. I think that was it. Yeah, so now we can mine dark matter from that place. Well, eventually. So I was working at the start. Did you make your own race or use a pre-made? This is a race of my own making. I did not show the like race creation step though. Because I really wanted to get into explaining the game before I look at race creation. But we can look at race creation together later on. I don't think speed things along and Stellaris go together. Fair. It's a slow game. Oh, you know what? This construction ship that's not doing anything, it can actually repair this shipyard we found. Oh, that's really convenient. If it takes more than 1-2 months to research an alien, you're doing it wrong. That's usually actually how fast it can go. Oh, finally, good. Okay, so let's grab all these resources and let's start working on some defense here. You know what? I'm gonna actually sell some of my food. I'm gonna use everything to buy more alloys. And now I'm gonna click on this system right here, and this starbase we just built, I'm gonna click on it, click on starbase, I'm gonna upgrade it. This will, and also as you can see, starbases also have military power. This will make the starbase stronger in battle. So if they want to attack us, they need to come through here, and I'm gonna have a great defense ready. That's the plan. And then of course, once my defense is up and running, then I can start thinking about offense as well. Oh, now we're getting some choices here. Okay, so we have now researched the mining drones. The drones and the tireless, endless work of extracting something. Okay, I guess you can. If you're faster at reading than I am, you can read. As I said, I want to speed things along. So I have two decisions here. I can either make them easy prey, giving me more damage against them. That could be good. Or I can use the tech of the mining drones, or the technique rather, in order to increase my mining station mineral output by 10%. I actually think that's really good. I think that, that's a really good bonus you can get for researching these aliens. And now we found teaching of warriors. Okay, what does that mean? We can send it to our homeworld for research, and that will give us a quest, or we can send it to a private collector that will get us money. Let's get the money for now. Yeah, let's get money. I'm funding a war effort right here, right? So I need the money. Let's buy even more corvettes. As you can see, my naval capacity is at 20 ships at the moment. So unless I increase it somehow, I will not be able to get more ships going. Show your victory score. I can. All right. So you can click here on victory. You can see the victory score. I'm like in the middle of the pack at the moment. So if there's a reason to play Stellaris, I guess it's to like become the strongest empire. And you can see there's a bunch of different factors that factors into your overall score. Generally, people don't actually get to the very end of the game when playing Stellaris. Because it takes a long time to get to the end of the game. When we're playing on Saturday, for instance, I don't actually expect us to finish. We might, but I don't think so. So I'm the middle of the pack right now, number 9. Apparently these guys right here, they are at 5th place. And of course it goes all the way up to 1, I mean. So it's a good thing that these guys right here, the slaughterers, are at place 23. That's really low. So maybe we can bully these guys. Fun fact, you can stop other faction from oh, thank you so much, Velo. From winning by building artificial worlds that increase the number of planets required to win. That is true! You can build artificial planets. Habitats. It's a fairly late game tech, but Velo is very much correct. You can do that, yes. You mean you're doing well despite your shitty tech score. Shush! 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 There are other things to concern yourself with. Oh, now we found a robot race, a machine intelligence. Called out, yes. Fight me, Skink Warrior. Initializing first contact protocol. We are the mixer replicators. Do not be alarmed by our non-organic nature. Like you, we are fully sapient, class 3 civilization. We are willing to engage in diplomacy with any sibling subunits you designate for this purpose. The fact that they're a machine doesn't really matter overall. I mean, they themselves have different rules and in how they play the game, but for us, our point of view, they're just a race among many. Are those my robots? Wait, did your worm robots crawl themselves into my game, Bello? I actually like this this portrait right here. I think these robots in particular looks really cool. Might be like the coolest robot-looking race in my opinion. But they are to the left of us, so they are way far off. In the meantime, yeah, those are nice. Yeah. Also, I did send a ship to scan the debris. I think it was this ship, no? Was it this ship? It's gonna be this ship. The vanilla ones are fugly though. I think the vanilla ones are alright, but yeah, the new ones are better. We're getting more pop-ups from various sources I've talked about. Alright, so I guess we just keep on trucking along. At this point I would love to get more tech actually. Because as you can see, my fleet is at its highest capacity or whatever. So I can't really build more corvettes. Well, I can build, but I will get major economical penalties if I do. So I would love to get some more tech so I can upgrade the fleet I have and increase my military power in that way instead. Okay, now we have a choice again. So So the explanation of, okay, you can't really see. Yeah, now you can see. You can either, perhaps it would be best to, okay, let's do it like this. Yeah, now you can see my options. Perhaps it would be best if we did not. And that says, let the sleeping gods lie, or we can begin the shrines to the old gods event. Let's do that. So today's strat. Sivets handles military, I'll play science faction, we work together to beat all the other scopes. Velo. I'm down, okay? We'll make Velo, we make the Federation now, today, like before the game starts. Okay, you and me and Velo. I'm gonna take the mic, okay? I'm gonna hide, and then now we can discuss strats, Velo. Okay, Velo, what we're gonna do? Oh shit, sorry, I'm still on camera. Okay, Velo, well, how are we gonna beat those guys? Skink Warrior. I think we need to take down Skink Warrior. He seems to be a bit aggressive. I don't know. Velo, do you have any strats? I'm scared. Skink Warrior is looking at... Okay, never mind. Let's stop maybe. The middle ones works for basic worker droids, but not for something fancier than mine farm surf. Good point. Yeah, very good point there. I can't federate. I'm always robot. And robots can be in Federation, can they not? I'm pretty sure robots can be in Federations. Right? Form Federation. And this reminds me of the Dev Clash Paradox held. The Dev Clash. I don't know if I've seen that. They can, but they need special unlocks to join federations. Alright, Velo, I'm allying. I'm not your ally anymore. I want the Federation ally. I'm kidding, of course. Well.
Upscaling complete.
Oh, okay, whatever. Everything is going. Oh! We got new ships from this shipyard that we repaired. Nice. I guess that will make, yeah, that will make us go over the limit. So the maintenance costs for our military ships just increased by 10%.
Evading competitive fleet.
What's happening now? Ah, the Space and Melba, they just moved back a system. That's what's happened. Okay. I guess you can go back. Let's do that project or something. And what are you doing? As you can see, like, things escalate quite rapidly. Oh, you know what? We can actually start excavating this archaeological site. That seems like a good idea. The more you play, the more things you have to keep track of. But the one thing I like about Stellaris is that you're not getting everything thrown at you at once, right? You start off with only like one planet, one science ship, and so on. And things get more complicated as time goes on. So you have time to adjust as you're playing. So if you would start the game and this is what you see, that's gonna be super overwhelming, but that's not how it starts. Assault is a vanilla event. I don't actually know. I don't know all the events by heart, actually. It could be. Let's see, what will this construction ship do? Oh, that was the one that repaired this shipyard. You know what? I have a lot of influence right now. I can actually go around and just create more star bases. And in the meantime, oh, you know what? We should really expand in this direction. Do I have a science ship nearby that can help me? I guess this is the one closest by. So I'm gonna go up here and start serving these stars. That seems like a good idea. Oh, and at the same time we're getting techs. Damn it! I wanted a military tech right now. Okay, unlucky. I could go for additional research alternatives, but nah. I'm just gonna increase my physics research overall. I think that's good. Oh, but I can make upgrades right now. Hopefully that will increase my ship strength by a lot. No, it's actually decreasing my strength. That's bad. Okay, we have an opportunity to pull a lever. Let's do it. I don't know what the lever does. And then something happening. We can get minerals, experience, and whatever. Oh, that increases the physics from this system by 7. That's actually quite a lot. That's good. We can't actually combine these fleets because my fleets are at the highest points. Ooh, and now, you know, speaking of tech, let's actually get some more research stations going on our capital world, or labs rather, and on this planet we can go for more consumer goods. I know that consumer goods will go down at some point, so that seems like a good idea.
Ships upscaled.
And in the meantime, oh, this station we just built, I think it's been upgraded. I can't upgrade it again, unfortunately, but what I can do, I can get some more naval capacity from my shipyard if I build this anchorage. This will allow my empire to support more military ships. And we can also build, I don't know, target uplink computer, starbase modifier, ship weapon range. I like this. This is supposed to be a defensive station, so I think these are good upgrades. And at the same time, we can click on defense and build defense platforms. Oh, they are very expensive though, so let's wait on that. So as you can see, starbases could have multiple purposes depending on if you want to upgrade them or not. If you do upgrade them, let's research an opposite. Oh, come on, there's so many things happening. It's belonging to a museum, whatever. So yeah, if you want to upgrade starbases, you can do a lot of things with them. If you want to, you can also build additional shipyards, for instance, so that you can build more military ships or any ships of that matter, wherever you want. And also, now I know that we have had a migration treaty with the Klingons for a while. Ah, but we still don't have any siblings in our empire. I mean Klingons in our empire. Oh well. I just wanted to show that that's something that can happen. If you allow migration treaties between empires, you can get multiple different types of aliens in your base. And we made some progress in the excavation, and oh, everything is happening at once. Okay, so we got an insulting envoy. Oh, did we? Oh, I think we might be. Yeah, I think we're insulting the Selvan envoy in our empire. Let's see. A mischievous third party was able to hack in the translation software of the Selvan envoy to Arrakis. Ah, so that instead of uttering platitudes, she began spewing vicious insults. Lovely. That was funny. We accept it as a joke.
Combat detritus
reprocessed. Now, so this is, for instance, we did fight here against the space amoeba, and this is what you can get if you research the debris. In this case, we got some progress to some tech and some society research. Nothing amazing, but you know, it's good. I guess it's better early game than late game. And at the same time, we're just continuing on. This is what happens when you excavate. I'm just gonna click and continue. This is what this is like the general gameplay loop of early Stellaris. Like situations will pop up over and over again. I do recommend reading these texts because they will add some lore and background, some context to what's going on. But in terms of general gameplay, you expand, you build, you make military forces, and eventually, if you want, you can attack or get attacked. So I think our scientist just got elected to become leader of our empire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enlist a new scientist here. Let's go for this one. There we go. So now an engineer will still research in our empire. Okay, good, very good. Okay, our naval capacity increased by a little bit, so I'm gonna build 2 more corvettes with the alloys. I really would want more alloys, because I still want to up the defense of this station too. Like get some defense platforms. Let's at least build 1. Oh, now we can also get a new. Yeah, okay, more pop-ups. Now we can get a new ascension perk. Let's see. Sensor range. Oh, this would allow us to abduct pops if we attack. That seems kind of fun. Starbase capacity increase, that seems good. Ooh, this is probably something we want. Technological ascendancy. What else? 1 vision will increase our unity, that's good. Mastery of nature, clear blocker, increases in speed, edit capacity. I think we want to go for technological ascendancy. 10% extra research, that sounds really good. Especially since we're lacking in tech, as Geek Warrior has been pointing out, right? Well, now our cap is also being increased for some reason. I don't actually know why. Complete. Oh yeah, because I'm building those kind of buildings in the starbase.
Special project actualized.
Let's get more evasion. Let's keep digging. Let's research some more anomalies. Our combined fleet strength is over 1,000 at this point. It's getting close to attack time. I'm gonna fill up my naval capacity. Then I think I'm gonna declare war on these guys. The fanatic purifiers, the fanatic xenophobes. They go against everything we are. We are the xenophiles, alright?
Complete.
So defense platforms are being constructed. Additional corvettes are being constructed. I would like to have bigger ships for this too, but you know, you can't get everything. Let's build a starbase there at some point. This science ship is not doing anything. It can do this project there. This is also the reason why it's good to have many like civilian ships. So that means you can like do all of these things as you're preparing for war and whatnot. Alright, good. Oh, it's paused. Oh, I need more housing here. So you know what? I'm gonna build another generator district. Well, I don't need it, but it's yellow right now. So that means this is a number I need to like rectify, right? But other than that, my cities are looking good.
Special project.
I wonder if I could get these guys to attack with me. Oh, space ameb on this side of the galaxy too. Oh, unlucky. Oh man, this is a really good system in terms of resources too.
Research actualized.
And food from farmers. Ah, the robots are now in research agreement with these guys, the union right there. Okay. We can get regenerated to a hull, I guess. I'm not gonna get any text anytime soon. I think it's... Yeah, I really want to start attacking sooner rather than later, so we can at least witness combat before this stream is over, right? Because I feel that war will be a big part of the game we play on Saturday. At least for some, like people who want to engage in war, of course. So like showing that system is probably a good idea, so people know what's coming up, or could be at least. But of course, I want to win this war. At least have a decent chance of winning this war. So I really want to like build a strong fleet. There we go, 28 of 28. We have a bit over 1,000 fleet power. We can even get another admiral going. Let's see what we're gonna get. Oh, increase our ship range. That seems good. Let's move everything to Shulmak so we prepare for war. And in the meantime, we can still build defensive platforms that will help us in combat as well. Let's get more energy credits maybe. Oh man, there's so many things are happening at once. Of course, when you're playing single player, you can just pause and read everything and just enjoy it. But I really want to speed things along so that we can actually see everything. And at the same time, let's just send our ships out to do different things. There we go. And we are 28 to 28. Alright, good. So I'm moving out my fleet at the moment.
Research
oh yeah, this is also something you can do. You can look at other races to see how they compare to you in terms of different, well, in different areas of the game. So, for instance, their economy, the slaughterers, is terrible. Their technology level is equivalent to ours, and their military power is equivalent to ours. So this could be a fairly even war. It could be, at least. We'll see how it works out. Also, if... Okay, this I should also really... Okay, this is a fanatical purifier. Okay, so that doesn't really make sense. So usually when you want to invade people, you need to claim the systems. Let me actually show you how that works, so you know for the start of the game. So if I want to take these systems, for instance, during war, I need to first claim the systems. So I'll do something like this. I say that this system actually belongs to mine, to me. That also costs influence. I make these claims, and then I will have a casus belli, as it's called, conquer. So that means that when I attack this empire right here, if I win the war, I will gain the system I have claimed. This empire right here works a bit differently because these are fanatical purifiers, as they're called. You can always attack them and you can always claim their systems. But then that sounds really bad, right? But the upside is that they can do the same to you. Of course, if someone is claiming your systems, you will get a notification. It's not like someone can like sneak attack you and just claim your systems. You will get a big notification that says this empire is making some claims, in your
special project actualized.
Inside your borders. Complete. And in the meantime, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Keep on surveying, keep on doing, all those kind of stuff.
Potential market survey completed.
So because of that, I can
Upscaling
just attack
complete.
them whenever. And as soon as my ships get to this system, I will just declare war. I am hoping that the AI will be stupid and they will attack me. They will come to this system that I have
Empire
fortified
identified.
with this space station, and they will become crushed. And then I can make a counterattack
system has
and
been
start
surveyed.
claiming their systems. That's the idea at the very least.
Inquiry.
We keep up. Ooh! It's kind of cool that this happened. Okay, so okay, this is good and bad. You know, I think I'm gonna decline this actually because. Yeah, I think I'm gonna decline. But this is I've done so much damage with space stations. Space stations are really good, like military assets, and lost a ton of them in the process. Well, that's a bit unfortunate, I guess. But they are very good at like dealing significant damage to enemy fleets, especially early on. I rebuilt one station like 10 times. Yikes! I don't think that has ever happened to me. But these guys are wanting to form a federation with me. This means that we and the Selva and Interstellar Sovereignty will become close allies. This will mean a lot of things. Right? The type of alliance they want is a galactic union, but there are different kinds as well. This will make us like we will always be allies in war. We'll have special bonuses that is related to the federation that we're building. We can have laws that applies to every member of the federation. Like they for instance can like make a law or propose a law that we can vote on that says that basically like the president of the federation will never be changed or something, and then everyone can vote on that and so on and so forth. This is, if you want allies, joining a federation is a really good idea. The benefits you can get are massive. There are some, like, you will also be sort of somehow beholden to the federation, of course, and to this race. So you can't, as I said, you can't attack them. They will become your allies as long as you're part of the federation. Of course, you can leave the federation if you want, and so on and so forth. If you're allies with someone, you probably want them as a federation ally. Oh, this is like a whatever. It was in my one-on-one war with the Galaxy Eater. It was a point that was keeping them boxed in and they could only attack it. I see. Well, that makes sense then, that you would end up in that situation. Okay, my fleets are in position. I will build another defense platform as the war is going on, and I guess we can just declare war right now. So as I said, these are fanatical purifiers. They work a bit differently. I always have this end threat war goal against them. So this is what I'm
We
gonna
have
do.
only our customers' best interests at heart.
You know what? I should have invited these guys into the war. Oh, that was stupid. Why didn't I do that? Oh well. So they turn red, as you can see. Their names turn red because we are now fighting. And how fighting works is that you see this screen, right? You will gain war exhaustion, as it's called, depending on different actions during the war. Basically, if you lose stations, if you lose ships, you will lose exhaustion, and the same if you like destroy ships and stations of the other guy, they will lose exhaustion. What's exhaustion? Robot doesn't have that. Well, you have war exhaustion. Whenever an empire reaches full war exhaustion, a timer will start ticking down, and when that timer has reached its endpoint, I think I don't remember actually if you get this status quo piece or if you get your war goals. So my plan right now, what I need to do during this war is this basically: demanding surrender, relative navy strength, and threat war goal. These are what I need to do in order to like gain the goals of my war. It's a bit of a shame that I'm attacking Fanatical Purifier, because this is a bit different. If I would attack these guys and grab my claims, for instance, I would have achieved my goal if I would have taken these systems and you know made the defenders reach full war exhaustion. Before the timer run out, you can push your war goals until they usually accept. Yes. Cool. So I'm gonna chill for a second and see what they do. I want to react to their first moves in the war, and as you can see, the war exhaustion starts ticking up right away. Even if you're not fighting, the war exhaustion will still go up.
Research actualized.
And in the meantime, I will just micromanage my empire as usual. I really hope they will attack me. I don't see any fleets nearby. I wonder what that means.
Upscaling complete.
Usually you can see enemy fleets also moving about the place. Okay, screw it. I'm going in. Hopefully they haven't reinforced their station on this end. That could end up badly for me. Shocking station 171. No, they have not upgraded this station. So as you can see, they are also building mining stations. They have a star base. This is not upgraded, so it's really easy to crack.
Station engaged.
And as you can see, my ships will make short work of this.
Special project actualized.
And boom. Got the station. Oh, here we go. This is their fleet. Their fleet power is fairly similar to ours. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run back to my defensive... Ooh. Okay. Okay, hopefully they will not catch me. Let's see. Come on. I got it. Okay, I got it. Whew. That could have been bad. Our fleet strength are similar in size, right? So I wouldn't have a guaranteed victory if I would engage them in combat. I want to fight them on my own terms so that I will guarantee my victory. Let's see if they follow us. Are they that clever? Or not that clever, I guess. And in the meantime, let's just keep doing this. So what are they doing? Now they're just standing there. They're not even taking back their own starbase. That is why I have vision on, by the way.
Upscaling complete.
For the moment, they're just standing. They are smarter than they look, I guess. Move, please. What is this? Hostile fleet presence. Yes, that's them. Now we're getting new of these. I guess it would make sense to go for supremacy, given that we're in war right now. Supremacy is a very warlike.
Detected. Research actualized.
Warlike tree. Blue lasers. I don't know. Yeah, they are definitely smarter than they look. I probably need to attack them head on. Oh, they're actually reinforced. Oh, okay, now they're coming. I think they were actually reinforcing their fleet before they made the attack. No? Okay, the AI is not that smart. It sent in a weaker fleet than their main fleet. So this I will absolutely be able to stand against. Given my base almost have 1,000 fleet power on its own. There you go. That was an easy fight. What do you think of the species pack compared to modded ships and races? I've actually never played with modded ships and races, so it's hard for me to judge. I do know that I don't really like the humanoid species pack that much. I do like the other species pack, the lithoids and the necroids, or whatever they're called. I think they are maybe a bit strong, but I think they're kind of fun, like cool looking. Oh, of course, when it comes to mods, like modders can do all sort of cool things, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if the modded portraits or species packs rather are good or maybe even better than the one Paradox have.
Upscaling complete.
Alright, I think this is gonna be a long ass standoff.
Research actualized.
I liked humanoid ships, but yeah, the races were kind of meh. Yeah, yeah, I could agree with that. I kind of want to... Oh, as you can see, they have reached more war exhaustion than I have. So this, at the moment, this standoff is actually benefiting me more than the other way around. What I should do, if I'm really patient and whatnot, is that I should just reinforce this fleet so I get a superior firepower. Like build a shipyard in the Schulmach system or something so that I can upgrade. I'm nearing the end of my stream session though, so I'm feeling kind of pressed for time. Oh, now we have yet another race over here. I would love for them to like fight these guys as well. It's so strange how the AI acts sometimes. As you can see, they don't want to take back their own system for some reason.
Upscaling complete.
You know what? I'm just gonna suicide my fleet, and let's see how this goes. I want to take a look at race building also before I end the stream. I'm not sure if anyone are still around that's still like learning the game and whatnot. I bought humanoids in the middle of a human playthrough. that save exploded. Exploded as in, you know, like buying a DLC in the middle of a playthrough will like make them incompatible or something. I don't know. This might actually be a very tight engagement. I don't know who would win this. Okay, let's play this out at slow speed. So I have my 2 fleets, 955 and 429, and they have their 1 fleet at 1.3k. Okay, they're using lasers, we are using missiles and kinetic weaponry. Oh, we even have this large dark frigate, this dark wonder that we got from our situation. That we like rebuild basically. Other than that, it's mostly a corvette fight. And again, you can see how these light shows would escalate with time. When you get like thousands and millions in fleet strength, these light shows are really impressive. I think we're actually losing. That's really unfortunate. I think we're losing. Buying, adding an expansion in the middle of a game seems to work. Upgrading the graphics, however, not so much. Okay. I've never done that myself. Okay, that's actually really good to know if you're looking to buy a species pack. I think their ships are way better upgraded compared to ours. I mean, we're dealing some good damage to them, don't get me wrong. But I think they are dealing more damage to us. I mean, it's a fair fight. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. No, I think we're winning, actually. Yeah, hopefully we're winning. If we win, this is like a major turning point in this war. Come on. Yeah, there we go. We won the battle. They have a weak force right here. We can actually merge these fleets. There we go. So we have 825 military prowess left. We destroyed their biggest fleet. We are leading in terms of war exhaustion. This war is looking good. And we know they can't even attack us because we have 985 fleet power just sitting here protecting our own base. And this is also the power of choke points. You can only be attacked from one direction. So now we're dealing with this little destroyer. Shouldn't be too hard. And there we go. We destroy yet another fleet. And now we can just go rampage in their lands. They don't really have much to put up a fight, I don't think.
Competitive station engaged.
But yeah, this is how wars work. Everything is about war exhaustion. You want to again get their war exhaustion to 100, and keep your war exhaustion as low as possible. And we keep meeting alien races as we play the game. But I'm gonna actually end this like playthrough right here. I've played through like the earlier game. I've shown you like sort of what I would do in a Stellaris game. If you're new to this game and if you want to play with us on Saturday, you might have like gotten a good idea of what you could do. I'm not saying that what I've done today has been optional or meta or whatever, but this is one way to play the game. And as you can see, it kind of works out against these fanatical purifiers at the very least. I managed to like beat them in the initial engagement, so that's good. But there's another part of Stellaris that I probably should look at as well, and this is the race creation. So this was the race I was playing, the Step Corp Intergalactic, and I can like briefly, like really briefly, just look through the options and see what the game has in store for you. So we start off with appearance, of course. This is the appearance I chose. There's a bunch of portraits to choose from, and remember, when playing this game on Saturday, you will have access to all DLCs, because I have all DLCs in the game. And the DLCs of the host will be shared to those in the lobby, which will be you guys that want to play, right? So this is just purely cosmetic. Whatever you choose don't really matter. It's just cool. I guess it's not purely cosmetic. Lithoid and machine races have additional rules to them. Same with name, and these are the siblings. It's just purely cosmetic, whatever you want. Same with name list. This is where like the traits will or gameplay mechanics will come in handy. So these are some traits of your population. So for instance, my population is very thrifty. They get more trade value, that resource. They grow a bit faster. However, they don't want to immigrate. They're not very adaptive, but they are natural engineers. So from this list you can see a bunch of bonuses. And now that you have like seen the gameplay, an idea of a play style might have popped up in your head, for instance. So maybe you want like a food-based race for some reason. Well, then you can have agrarian, which will increase your food intake, or not intake, production. Same with minerals, energy. You might want a tech race. Well, intelligent might be good. Adaptive will make it so that you can more easily colonize other planets. And as you can see, you can also take negative traits. Let's remove everything. You have like 2 trait points that you can choose. So if I pick adaptive, I will use up all my points. But then if I pick slow learners, which is a negative, I will regain a point that I can spend on something else. So that's how that works. Of course, you can, in your own leisure time, you just look through these and pick whatever you want. You can also choose the home planet of your race. Do you want a dry world, a wet world, a frozen world? This is not strictly cosmetic, but basically cosmetic. So like a desert world maybe. Also, let's switch the audience for a second. Desert world, an arid world, a continental world, and so on. You can name it, you can name your star, and so on and so forth. And it also changes the appearance of your portrait, as you can see. You can see like the background there. As a rule of thumb, desert worlds are good for energy production, wet worlds are good for food, and frozen for minerals. I think that's how it is. City appearance, this is again just cosmetic. You can see the background of my city. This doesn't change the game in any way, shape, or form, but it's like for the role-playing aspect, it's really good, right? I actually really like the Arctic world. I think it looks really good. Origin. This is a big change of compared to how the game usually used to work. So you can change like the origin of your race, and this could change the way you play massively. I was playing during this game. I was playing Prosperous Unification. This is like the basic start. The effect is you start with additional pops basically, but you can start with Mechanist. That will start the game with 8 population being robots. You can start with 12 pops being of another subservient species. You can start on a Gaia world. These worlds are like paradise worlds. You can start on a tomb world, like a post-apocalyptic race. You can start on a shattered ring. Imagine Halo starting on a ring world. You can start as a vassal of another empire, and so on and so forth. You see, there are huge changes to how you start the game. And this one is really good, really fun. You start on a homeworld that will explode after 35 to 45 years, which means that you need to expand really fast. And this is the newest one. This is really cool. You convert pops of other species to your species. Another way of playing the game. So this changed your race massively. And for some of these, you see you need to like meet a special requirement in order to pick these. Remnants is broken. You think this is broken? I think Shattered Ring is broken. And Scion is really broken, Shattered Ring is really broken, Void Dweller is really good. Like basically these 3 I think are the best. But that depends on like your game plan and what you want and so on and so forth. You can also start in a Federation if you want. On Saturday I'm gonna play Shattered Ring, for instance. And then you can choose your ethics. So as you can see, these have a bunch of different effects on your empire, and this will also change how AIs will interact with you. So for instance, if I'm xenophile and I meet someone who's xenophobe, then we will not get along. And the same with authoritarian. If I'm authoritarian and I meet someone that's egalitarian, we will not get along. And of course, you have again 3 points. If you pick an orange one, you spend 2 points, and if you pick a blue one, you spend 1 point. So you can pick and choose however you want. You cannot like be militarist and a pacifist at the same time. They are polar opposites. So that's the restriction. And if you pick the middle one, you will become a Gestalt consciousness. That means you're either a hive mind or a robot race. These work, very different. I'm not gonna play a weird race. I'm gonna play the xenophile authoritarian that you see today. I mean that it tried to give you the same tech from clearing blockers as you research, thus crashing the game. Broken that way. Okay. So broken in the sense that, you know, the game doesn't work. And also, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But I meant like broken in that they're good. Depending on what you're picking here, you can also get an authority. You can be a democratic empire, oligarchic, dictatorial, imperial, or as you saw today, corporate. And this is a megacorp. And then you're able to also choose a bunch of civics. Let's actually look at the normal civics. And again, this will like adds a few bonuses to your empire. Sometimes these can change your empire by quite a lot, and sometimes they just add like a passive bonus. For instance, let's go for mining guilds. Makes you gain more minerals from miners. This is not a bad civic, by the way, but it's kind of boring compared to what else there is. It was good till it crashed. All right. And as Sir Walklot pointed out, you can have different announcers, basically. I'm using the Sleek Corporation because I'm a megacorp, but you can have whatever you want. I'm not gonna go through the entire list, but again, just cosmetic, your name, just cosmetic, flag, this is this thing, you can change how it looks, ship appearance. I went with the avian ships, I like their appearance. I also like the necroid ships. I think those are. I actually really like the mammalian ships as well. But you know, you can change how your ships will look. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. You know, when you're looking at space combat, and you can change the ruler, the first ruler, because the ruler might die unless you're playing a machine race. So now you might sheep appearance. I meant change appearance. Sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly there. And I really like my title, the one and only. I think that's a really good ruler title. I would just remove the free text and consider the restore economic, that thing, a decent enough deal. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And yes, restore that word, I can't pronounce it. Ecumenopolis. It was easier than I thought. Yeah, that's something you can do if you start with the Remnant's origin. You can like make your relic world that you start on ascend basically. And become really strong. So that's one of the benefits of starting on a relic world. So yeah, in that sense, Remnants is also a fairly good trait, or a fairly good origin, I would say. Okay, but as you can see, now that you have seen like some of the gameplay, yeah, some of these bonuses might start to make sense. For instance, strong. Okay, army damage doesn't really make sense. We haven't seen land combat, but worker population resource output. Food, minerals, energy. You get more of those. 2.5% more, in fact. Traditional. You get more unity. Unity leads to traditions, for instance. And my ethics here. Increases unity with 15%. Slave population resource output increased by 10%, but I need to enslave 40% of my populations. Things like that, you know. Things like that. I'm not gonna go through everything. As I said, on Saturday you will have enough time, I think, to build a race if you want. You can also, if you're really bossy, just go pure randomize the empire and just go in hard. So there you go. Or just pick a pre-made. These are races made by Paradox that you can choose between as well if you want to. So hopefully that was like a decent enough introduction to Stellaris. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I might take tomorrow off. I feel that this Saturday stream is gonna be an extremely long one, at least for me. I need to be around for the entire duration of the game because I'm the one hosting it, right? Even though if you want to join, you know that you can leave whenever you want. All right, you're not forced to stick around for the entirety of the game. I am. So there you go. So yeah. I do recommend like testing the game out. Remember, kids, it's a fun feature. If it's a fun feature, it's locked behind a DLC. Yeah, that might be the case. That's something you don't have to worry about in this game on Saturday, for instance. For example, though, because as you can see here, I own all the DLCs. You will gain access to all the DLCs for the game on Saturday, but that's only gonna be for the game on Saturday. You're not gonna get them permanently. So yeah. If you have more questions about the game, I will do my best to answer them on Discord or whatever. But I do recommend trying the game out for yourself before heading into the multiplayer game, because I think things will be a bit more hectic during multiplayer game, and so yeah, you have an idea of what you're doing is probably a good idea. I don't know if there's anything else to say. I'm not gonna play Stellaris tomorrow, I don't think. If I do, it's just gonna be another one of these tutorial kind of games. And given that I've already done it today, I'm not sure if another one is needed. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I guess I will see you again on Saturday. I'm gonna start streaming at 10 a.m. on Saturday, Central European time. If you want to join the game, join the Discord. Let me actually post the Discord in here. Oh, I did not mean to do that. But there's the Discord if you want to join the game. All the information is there. If you just want to watch the chaos unfold, you're very free to turn in on Saturday. Hopefully there's gonna be some sort of play interaction when we play. I mean, I'm not even mad if everyone becomes friends. Like that would be fun too. Then we can like defeat all the crises together. But maybe we will fight instead. We'll see what's gonna happen. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. So if you want to watch or if you want to join, all the information is on Discord. So until then, hopefully I'll see you on Saturday starting at 10 a.m. Central European time. If you drop a follow, you'll get a notification when I go live on Saturday. And hopefully it's gonna be a fun one. Hopefully many people will turn up. The more the merrier. That's what I say. The more the merrier. Okay then, that's gonna be it for me today. You've been good. It's been fun talking about Star Trek and Vikings and everything Stellaris related. It's been good. It's been really fun. I really like this game. I think it would be really fun to like make an extended playthrough of this game maybe, but I need to like get an idea of what I would do if you know, in that case. So until Saturday, everyone be good wherever you are in the world, be it morning, nighttime or whatever. Hope you're having a good time. Hopefully you're gonna have a great time on Saturday as well, if you decide to join us, of course. So until then, be good y'all. I'm out.